We're not just America's card room. We're the world's card room. A place where everyone comes together to play the game we all love. We are all unique, all competitive, and all striving to be the best. But at the end of the day, through thick and thin, we are all in together.
We know we keep saying this, but the biggest Venom of all time is almost here. Yep, the $8 million Venom tourney gets underway on Friday, January 22nd with a massive $8 million guaranteed prize pool, our biggest ever. Following our recent gigantic Venom PKO and 3 Hold'em Venoms that came before it, the $8 million Venom is your chance to kick off the year with millionaire status. That's right, first place gets at least $1 million, guaranteed. Want in? Then buy your $2,650 seat right now for this multi-day tourney featuring 4 day one flights. Or get in through steps, skips, Venom Blitz steps, megas, and our epic Venom Fever. There's nothing like the Venom, and that's especially true in 2021 with 4 editions set to hit the schedule. Are you in? There's no better time to rope off your seat than right now. Join us, winningpokernetwork.com.
From the Lodge Poker Club in beautiful Round Rock, Texas, welcome to Poker Night at the Lodge. My name is Rick Epstein, and my partner, Mike the Skull Reisman, is in the building. He just flew in from out of town. He's eating some quick dinner, and he'll be joining me in about 10 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes. We've got a nice one planned for you tonight. It's a little 1-3 action, no limit hold'em variety, $100 to $500 buy-in cap, so players can buy in for as much as $500. Damon is in the box, and we're going to have some fun, some wacky Wednesday action here at the Lodge. The Lodge Poker Club, located at exit 251 in Round Rock, Texas, off of I-35. Just a short 10, 15-minute drive from downtown Austin. We've got some characters that you are very familiar with. Already 62 people in the chat, and we really appreciate that as we're ready to go. Damon's got the cards in the air. We got Jack in seat 1, Brad in seat 2, Josiah Esquire in seat 3, Kyle in seat 4, Mojo in seat 5, Omar seat 6, Chi-Town Cat or the White Claw Warrior in seat 7, Bruno in seat 8, and Chips by the Pound is in seat 9. So we've got a good group here, and looks like we've got a raise from Jack in seat 1 with ace-8 offsuit. Kyle looks to get in this action with pair 7s in his hand. Mojo with king-9 offsuit will come along. So we'll go 4 ways to the flop to start this off with a king 6-3, 2 spades. So we've got Chips by the Pound's got a piece of it. Mojo's got a piece of it. We'll see what happens here. Looks like Mojo will bet $35. Chips by the Pound, of course, is going to call with his flush draw. Kyle and Jack get out of the way. So we'll go heads up. 150 in the skillet. Damon will give us a turn. It's the 10 of diamonds, and now we've got both players with a pair. Still see Mojo with about 70% chance to win this. He's going to call, Chips by the Pound calls the $40 bet. We'll go to the river. It's a 9, so Mojo with 2 pair is going to win this. He puts out 4 green ones. That's 100 US to me and you. Chips by the pound is going to lay it down, and Mojo has got the early mojo. Stephen Reisman, hello. John is in the chat. Jake Cordy. Frostlight Gamer. Glory Timber. So, Glory Timber, who's your dad? You say, let's go dad. You see the chips count. Most players bought in for between 200 and 500. That was the max they could buy in at any one time is 500. 77 people already in the chat. My goodness. Just one hand in. We've already had some decent action here at the Lodge. Lots going on right now at the Lodge. There's probably about 6 cash games, and then we've got 2 tournaments going. One is the nightly tournament, and then we've got a satellite going on for the big one, and I'm going to tell you about that throughout the night. You're going to want to set your calendars for February 25th through the 28th. Bruno is going to raise it up with his jiggities. He's got 2 black jacks, Chi-Town Cat with ace-10 suited, and guess who just put on his headset? Mikey coming in from out of town. Welcome, Mike the Skull Reisman.
Oh, we're back in business, Rick. A little delusional. It's been a wild 24 hours for me, but don't anybody question my dedication to poker night live at the Lodge here, because we couldn't miss this one.
The quickest airport run that I've ever seen.
Jeez.
Looks like we're going to go 3 ways to the flop. 2 players with an ace. Bruno in the lead with his jacks. Queen, 3. Not a best flop for jacks.
Not the best, not the worst here. Still the best hand. I haven't stopped moving in about 28 hours.
You were sitting on a plane for 4 hours.
Man,
what are you talking about? Never moved.
Flew to Tampa Bay last night. Did a little bit of business. Got stuck in some Super Bowl parade traffic.
I saw Tom Brady got drunk today.
Saw
he had to
that.
be helped off the boat.
Yep, don't want him drowning. Absolutely not.
He probably hasn't had a drop of alcohol in 25 years.
He earned it.
Yeah, he did. 25 is the bet. Now we'll go heads up to the flop.
Made the early flight and head straight to the Lodge here. So just took a second for dinner, and I missed one hand. So let's go, baby.
And the Chi-Town Cat, otherwise known as the White Claw Warrior, he wanted me to mention his beautiful jacket that he's wearing tonight. A now defunct full tilt
Which jacket
sweatshirt.
Oh, in
Chi-Town Cat. No, Chi-Town Cat. Wearing the full tilt sweatshirt that he probably had to pay dearly for, and it's now defunct and it's a collector's item.
Wow.
Bruno takes down another pot.
Does Full Tilt know that he's wearing this?
Yeah, Full Tilt.
They might have to call directly to the show and ask for it to be removed. If you remember the old Queen Jack jam for 600.
That goes down in Lodge lore.
Yeah,
the Queen Jack shove against aces, and he was able to hit the straight on the turn.
Let's see, though. He got beat up last week. Let's see if he can rebound this week.
He told me last week he lost about 1,000 here at the stream. He took a little break and won it all back in the cash tables. That's the story he's going with.
I'll believe it when I see it. You know, they always talk about they win their losses back when the lights go off, but now the lights are back on. Wednesday night, 1-3 hybrid game here. Slick Rick and the Skull live from Round Rock.
Looks like Jack is going to call the 6.
Stevie, you already know what was for dinner. You don't even have to ask. I'll give you one guess, and if I'm a betting man, and you know I am, I bet you get it right.
Starts with an S, ends with an I.
Well, you just gave it away, Rick. My goodness. No, bet's off now.
I've never seen you had anything other than sushi. You're like a fish.
Shark.
You're like you're a shark.
Shark.
There's the bet by Josiah Esquire with his ace jack. He told me earlier today he was an attorney and specializes in entertainment and poker law. I said, well, that's good law.
Yeah.
The law of poker.
I was fielding calls from the plane. I felt like I was like Roger Goodell or something.
Well,
as soon as I land, Bruno gives me a call. I'm running late. I'm running late. Don't give up my seat. Don't give up my seat. Well, the best way to do that is not to be late. Be a little early next time, Bruno. Come on.
I actually did give his seat out. I had an upset player at me. I said, I'm not used to doing this Reisman action. 6 deuce deuce. And Brad with 2 pair hits a 6. Nobody with the deuce here. So let's see what the action goes. As it's over to Chi-Town Cat, a.k.a. the White Claw Warrior. Bets $5.
90 people in the chat are ready right off the jump. That's what we'd love to see.
Yeah.
Hit that like button for us so we can get out the word early and get some more viewers here. We got to get over 200 tonight would be fantastic. So we're about halfway there.
Uh-oh. We got our first all-in of the night. It's Kyle with his big slick.
Interesting little move here by Kyle. Big slick whiffed on the flop, but he still believed that he's best, and he's not. Obviously, Brad has 2 pair here, and it's an ambitious play there, jamming in with 5 people in this hand multi-way, but Kyle going for it.
143 is the bet, wearing his Patriots gear. And don't know if Brad is going to be able to make this call with just a 6.
He's asking for a full count here, so we're going to see if the price is right. Maybe hoping his opponent has spades. Maybe, this just jam seems pretty strong, though. You can have 7s plus, a 6 has a better kicker than a 5 here, but Brad seems to be calling out the calling chips, and I don't think he's going nowhere. Makes the call.
Now it's over to Josiah Esquire. His ace-jack isn't looking appealing at all.
That shrivels up. He's going to have to go bye-bye here. It's going to be heads up, and Kyle's going to need to get lucky and try and spike 2 overs here as he has no backdoor spades to boot. Josiah's just going for a little Hollywood time. He's got that nice little jacket on. Hair's done right.
He's getting good odds, but he can't call that.
Yeah, he's just really beating nothing, especially when you get a call by the other player there. Good odds, right? But gotta send it away here. And a couple of Kyle's outs are dead, as some other opponents had some aces here. So really only drawing, as you look on the top right of the screen, to 4 outs here. 9 of hearts not going to help. Neither will the 9 of diamonds there.
Yeah, because the 6s, 9s, and 6s beat 9s and deuces with the ace. And that 6 is so powerful. And Brad is going to take down the biggest part of the night so far. And we've got our first rebuy. Kyle's going to put some more shekels into the game.
So I did some research. I'm going to try not to overdo it. But I have quite the soundboard tonight, Rick.
Oh, my goodness.
I have quite the soundboard.
I told you there's apps for all sorts of sound effects. We don't want to overdo it, too much of a good thing.
Yeah.
Kind of like
I hear what you're saying.
I
hear what you're saying.
Kind of like sushi. If you ate sushi every day, it wouldn't be as good as if you had it just 7 times a week.
Or if you get it, if you scalp a player and you're raking in the chips, that must call for a little.
There you go. A little cash machine, cash register.
Just a little chippies going your way. You might start stacking.
All right.
So that's just a little taste.
That's a little taste from your little sound machine.
And I got plenty more, so I'll try and mix them in here as when the time is right.
Wednesday, February the 10th. I noticed a good poker player passed away today. Larry Flint, the Hustler, owned Hustler magazine, and they made a movie about him with Woody Harrelson. I believe he passed away today. Larry Flint, who played a lot of poker and a private game in Los Angeles. Phil Ivey used to play in his game.
You kind of have long hair, long white hair, a little bit. Wear some glasses sometimes.
He was in a wheelchair. He got shot. He was in a wheelchair. He was. They made a movie about him. Anyways, no, he didn't have long hair.
I must have mistaken him for somebody else.
Chi-Town Cat will look at his. Oh, I thought he looked at pocket queens. Pocket queens went across the screen and then disappeared. Let's see if that's...
And they're back. And
there they are, the black queens.
The ladies.
The ladies!
And you know what's going on with the ladies, right? Uh-oh, a little Sandler showing up to the show. So obviously I had to find the Sandler out for the ladies, and you know they're looking pretty as always here, and the Chi-Town Cat's going to juice it up.
Mojo sitting with ace-queen, and the person who raised it, Brad, is looking at ace-jack offsuit. He just won a huge pot. He's got all sorts of chips in his stack. But Chi-Town Cat with the ladies, and he shows what he has behind. And Brad is going to call.
Brad is new to the lodge. I'm all kind of twisted around here and all. I've been in contact with all these players, but Brad, off the top of my mind, that doesn't ring a bell. Probably spoke to him earlier in the week, but nice to see him here.
Is it really a live stream if Nick from Yuma isn't here? That's a good point.
Uh-oh. Nick's busy. He might be busy tonight or might be checking in later. Alan, you can reach out to him if you want to help us out. But Brad not going anywhere. 4-bet City to 280 here. You know the Cat's going to get this in with the queens. There's no way here.
Of course.
So he's going to... Action's not on him. It's on Mojo with ace-queen. And tough to lay down ace-queen there. But when you have all this action ahead, you can send those bad boys to bed.
Mojo folds, leaving it up to Chi-Town Cat. He's doing a little Hollywood, and he's got the third best starting hand in poker. Yeah. So he's definitely calling.
He's going to rip it in here. And we're all in here, and Brad in bad shape here as some of the other aces were out as well. And also we saw a queen dead, but the queen's in great shape here for a full double.
Chi-Town Cat into his third White Claw before it's 8:30.
Guess I have some catching up to do.
He's going to see the good news. He's asking everybody at the table, who else had an ace? He's praying to the gods right now. Will this week be different than last week? Let's see. He said he's got enough for a couple buy-ins tonight. There's a jack.
Picks up a couple more outs here. We're going to take a turn.
There's the king. 3 outs.
More outs.
There's a 10. It doesn't help. And the queens are going to hold. And Chi-Town Cat gets the quick double up. And Brad, who just took those chips from Kyle, is going to shift them to seat 7.
Yeah, Brad bringing the action here, bringing the heat. We saw a little 4-bet there. Really putting Chi-Town Cat to the test, but can't go anywhere with those ladies. And the Cat gets a full double. So maybe the tide is shifting a little bit. Again, last week the Cat got beat up, lost all of the 9 lives that he was holding, multiple rebuys, and tonight off to a hot start.
Chi-Town Cat is pointing to the White Claw, saying the power of the White Claw. You know, one thing for sure, Chi-Town Cat does give the action. He's becoming a personality here at the lodge, and he gives the dealer Damon a few tip chips. The chip values, red chips are $5, green chips are $25. If you do see a black chip, they'll be $100. On Saturday, we had yellow chips on the table and purple chips. Purple were $500, yellow were $1,000. As we had a huge live stream game on Saturday, and we're looking to repeat that again this Saturday. I think we had a $13,000 pot on Saturday, which was pretty good.
Big pot indeed. It was the King 7 of diamonds of size that got 3-bet by Joe in the big blind with pocket 10s, and the flop came 10 King 7. So an absolutely brutal flop there for Cy, getting his 2-pair to the set of Joes, and they got it all in there on the turn. And Bruno wakes up with the American Airlines here. So Bruno, who was our top dog the past 2 weeks here on Wednesdays, we had to invite him back to see if he can go for the 3-peat. And he's off to a good start with aces here.
Bruno looking for the Triple Crown. he wins one more time, he's going to quit his regular job and just become a poker player.
He better show up on time again.
I did. I literally gave a seat out. I feel bad. AC, I apologize to you, AC. You'll be first whenever we can get you on. But, yeah, I accidentally gave the seat out. It was tough.
You got to read those texts there, right?
Well, I mean, look, no one told me to do it, and I just took initiative. We're going to go 5 ways to the flop with Bruno loving life with his aces. Jack, Jack, 6, and chips by the pound. Boop, boop, boop.
Here.
Chips by the pound, just flops the set.
Bruno might be able to get away, though, here. Just calls. So Chi-Town with a little bit of a strange little blocker $5 bet with not much of anything here, but Bruno takes the bait, pumping the brakes a little bit with his aces here. And
wow, a $5 bet gets through.
All the way through. So a rather strange bet there on the flop, and now he checks. So action on Bruno now, and Bruno's in a tough spot there. Doesn't really gain any information on the flop. 5-handed here, multi-way. Aces kind of shrivel up a little bit, and now you're starting to think, am I good? Am I not good? So he's going to fire out. Looks to be 70.
Chips by the pound. It's just loving life. Got a nice hat on.
Yeah.
He asked specifically, can I sit in seat 9? He must have known something. We did a little drawing, and he actually got seat 9. So here's the call, and we're going to go heads up. Oh, actually, Chi-Town Cat's still thinking about it, as is Mojo. Mojo goes out.
We're going to be heads up here.
Chi-Town Cat folds. So we're heads up now. Bruno needs to catch one of the 2 remaining aces. Let's see if it's his night. No, it isn't. 5 of clubs, and chips by the pound is going to get a couple pounds of chips his way.
I don't think we're going to get it all in here. Well, Bruno is betting, and you know the jam is coming here. So Bruno's going to be put to the test here. Let's see if he calls it all off here after the jam that we're about to see.
He does go all in, chips by the pound. And by the way, the dealer's not in street clothes. He's wearing an official Lodge hoodie and a Lodge hat. So the dealer's not in street clothes.
Self-destruct sequence activated.
Oh, my goodness.
Uh-oh.
Mikey's got a new toy. We'll play this along for a while.
And if Bruno makes this call,
actually,
he does not. So Bruno gets
it was just a min raise. It was a min raise to 200. It wasn't all in. And chips by the pound gets about a pound and a half of chips coming his way just by flopping the full house, Jack 6.
Good on Bruno there for getting away on that one there.
Wow. Yeah, we're going to have a joke later on. I'm going to wait for the kids to go to sleep a little. We got a couple kids watching tonight. Their dads.
You know that means it's going to be extra X-rated tonight.
It's not X-rated. It's just not G-rated.
It might be a 5th testicle instead of 4, if you remember from last week.
Hey, yeah. I mean, I got
fan mail
from all over the country after the joke the last 3 weeks. So I'm really on a run here. I think I've got a decent one for tonight. It's not an all-star, but it's a Wednesday. You know, it's a Wednesday joke. I keep my top quality jokes for the weekend. Because that's when they come out.
So you're already throwing in the towel on this week.
I'm not throwing in. None of my jokes are bad.
You gotta bring it every Wednesday, every Saturday. That's when we stream, folks. You guys know this, our loyal fans here in the channel. If you're watching for the first time, we're here every Wednesday night and Saturday night streaming for you guys. So like and subscribe to the channel if you've not done so already. And here we go. Here with some nice pretty hands here. Ace 10 of spades. King Jack of spades, Ace King here. Surprised this pot is not bigger already. And Damon's going to bring a flop.
Yeah, we'd say we've got about 30 people on Facebook watching too, in addition to our live chat on YouTube. So we got a lot of people tonight already. I'm telling you, Mikey, this thing's growing. We've got a bet from chips by the pound with Big Slick. He just had a huge hand. Let's see if he gets another one.
Chips by the pound, bringing the heat with the name. He's got a nice jacket on, pretty sharp hat. He's got Big Slick. He flops top pair. It's like, what a world right here.
Top. And we've got a straight draw from
Mojo also with top pair.
But then he's also got a straight draw.
Straight draw, backdoor spades that he believes in that are no good to Brad's, as we see. So everybody with a little bit of something here, and Mojo's going to make that call.
Brad folds. So Mojo and chips by the pound.
Mojo raises it up, chips by the pound, makes the call, and the queen of hearts on the turn. No help to anybody here. Nobody improves. Everybody still believes in their king.
That may slow down chips, but it doesn't look like it. He's going to pull out at least 100. Up. He announced it to the dealer. I believe it's going to be 175. He did that rather clumsily. Chips by the pound looks a lot smoother than that. Chips by the pound.
Looks pretty smooth, a little bit stringy there, but he makes the announcement, and then Mojo shows him the king jack and folds. So a pretty great fold there by Mojo, probably putting chips by the pound on a queen.
Wow.
And not big slick, but still nonetheless, both of them have him beat, and he makes a good fold there.
Chips by the pound, stacking his chips by the pound.
You're gonna have to work. You're gonna have to work on that one. Wow, Rick.
2 straight wins, and look, he's already got 756 in the chip count.
Chips by the pound, stacking his chips by the pound. You know what that means.
That's a good one for when somebody whiffs on the flush draw.
Oh yeah, we'll bring that one back for sure.
I like that one.
Yeah, shout out
the old game show.
Price is Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Chip's getting a lot of love in the live stream. My goodness.
He's got a fan. He's got a fan team.
He's got a couple, and when he wins, that means his fans win. They get probably something over the next few days if he can squeak out a win here. I like the hat going on, the all-in hat in seat 7. Omar with pocket jacks.
Yeah, Omar's been a regular. We gave his seat up last week so we can get some other people in the mix there, but he shot me an email and said, I gotta get back in there on Wednesday night. And I said, all right, Omar, come on back.
I like the seersucker blazer worn by seat 3, Josiah Esquire, the attorney. Brings a little class to the live stream every week. Always wears a blazer.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially when you're at the table wearing, your sweatpants and dirty hoodie. You're sitting next to this guy. It's super classy.
I mean, it's seersucker too. I give him. I count off a few points for wearing seersucker in the middle of winter.
That's what I'm about to say. It's like one of the coldest days that we've had in Austin here in Round Rock. 35 degrees, a little chilly, a little misty outside, and this guy's like on the beach in the Hamptons, in June or July right now.
Yeah, I
super sharp.
I question that. Do you know that in Austin, Texas, on Monday, the high is supposed to be 7 degrees? Oh my goodness! Yes, it is going to be
the
cold.
high.
The high.
I
on
looked
Monday.
the other day; it was about 35. Did it change?
It changed.
Today? I'm going
7 degrees.
I'm going to the weather app this moment.
Go.
I'm going right now. Taking a second here.
It is going to be. So we've got Josiah Esquire looks down at Queen Jack offsuit.
Oh, I'm still in Winter Park, Florida mode as I was there. So let me go back to Round Rock.
Yeah, go to Round Rock.
It was 80 degrees when I woke up this morning. I get off the plane, it's 35 degrees. So holy moly.
It's a little cold.
Oh, it says high of 27, a high of 23, low of 7.
Okay.
But it did drop.
Yeah, no, it's going to be
snowfall around 1 inch. Whew. Shut down city over here.
Yeah, the city will shut down with any ice accumulation. 25 is the bet from Jack with ace-10 offsuit. And a quick call from Mojo with 10-9. Flop comes. Looks like queen 3-6. Neither player hits that. Jack is going to take it down with the bet. Cheryl is in the chat. Hi, Cheryl. One of the great dealers here at the Lodge.
Yep, how's it going, Cheryl? Good seeing you. One of our loyal viewers. She's here. She doesn't miss a show every Wednesday and Saturday, so we definitely appreciate that. She works very hard here at the Lodge. Don't forget to take care of your dealers when you come on in here. Action has been jam-packed every day of the week lately. It's nice to see those COVID cases percentages going down, the action at the lodge increasing, and that's great as we get, picking up for our 200K at the end of the month.
Yeah, they dropped us off to DEFCON 4 here in Austin, which means a lot more can happen. Hey, February 25th, 6th, 7th, and 8th is the big one, $200,000 guarantee. We have 3-day ones starting February 25th. That's a Thursday at 4 p.m., Friday the 26th at 6 p.m., and Saturday the 27th at 12 noon. Those will be your 1A flights. All it takes, folks, $500 buy-in, $75 club access fee, and you are in the tournament. Enter as many times as you want. We are guaranteeing a prize pool of $200,000. That's what we're guaranteeing, but it's going to go way over that. Jack raises it up to 80. Don't know what he has yet, but Bruno raised it to 20, and Jack 3-bet to 80 over to Brad, who's taken a couple on the chin here recently after stacking Kyle. He folds, as does Esquire. Back over to Chi-Town Cat. He's only got $3 invested in this. He's got ace-10.
Yeah, only 3 invested. Bruno raises it to 20, gets re-raised on the button, so he's going to have to play this hand out of position here. Ace-10 pretty tough out of position, especially with these stacked depths, so he's going to let it go. I think that's a good fold. And now if you're Bruno here, you can't be pushed around with Big Slick here. I'd like to see him maybe even 4-bet this one and really put the heat on Jack and seat 1 with the mystery hand here. Bruno's not usually one for big 4-bets, so he might just flat this and take a flop, but I'd really like to see him raise it up. So action on Bruno, taking his time, Big Slick off, and he is going to raise it up. Wow. So that's my boy Bruno. He says, this is my game. If you have been watching the stream every Wednesday,
quick fold.
I've been the one on the top of the charts, so don't be pushing me around. Fires in the 4-bet, takes it down. Well played, Bruno.
John asks, is Round Rock Austin area under any kind of lockdown? No, we're not under any lockdown. Restaurants are open. They just have some restrictions. Obviously, they want to keep social distancing. We do have a mask ordinance. That's why you see everyone in the lodge wears a mask over the nose and mouth at all times. We get temperature checked here. But as far from restaurants, restaurants are open here in Austin. If you are coming from out of town for the big tournament in a couple weeks, check out the website, lodgepokerclub.com, and go and check out the Marriott Round Rock, which is located literally a stone's throw from our club, a mile and a half away. They have a special rate for out-of-town poker players. Make sure you ask the front desk. Say, I'm coming in for the Lodge Poker Tournament. Give me that rate. Tell them, give me the Rick rate for the Lodge Poker Club, and they'll get you in.
When's the last time you actually have thrown a stone?
I don't know. Whenever I'm near a body of water, I like to skip them across the water. You ever do that?
Yeah, I used to do that back in the day at summer camp.
Yeah.
Skip some rocks, but
see how many you can get.
Yeah, if you would throw a stone right now, you might lose. We might lose a rotator cuff or something.
Hey, I do anything too fast. The old, what I used to do all night long now takes me all night long to do.
Uh-oh. Not sure really what that means or where you're going with that one, but I'm just going to move on from there. Whew. Bruno is... All the clubs are out here tonight. Bruno and the Chi-Town Cat next to each other, mixing it up, having a good time, talking, chatting, both with garbage hands, but it's suited, and they're going to take a flop 10-10-7.
Straight draw for Bruno. Nothing for Chi-Town Cat. There's a queen. Now it's... still nothing for anybody.
First bet will likely take this one down. Bruno with the backdoor. We got gutty potential here with a 9. He's going to fire it out. And that's going to do it for Chi-Town Cat. He's got really not much anything here unless he wants to get really spicy.
He just likes the TV time.
Yeah, we might have to implement the shot clock here if he's going to go into the tank on this one here. Only $70 in the pot here. Take the glasses off. Glasses are off. That means the card's going in the muck.
In the week before the big tournament, so I just told you about February 25th through the 28th, the $200,000 guarantee. The week before, Mikey, on Saturday, we've got the Art of Poker, which is a monthly happening here at the Lodge. Always a huge, huge turnout. think the last time somebody walked away with over 13,000 up top for that tournament, that's happening on the 20th. So get a little practice on the 20th, maybe a little seed money to have a few bullets to ride for the following week. That Thursday, 4 p.m., first flight. I wonder who's going to be the first one to come in on that Thursday, the 25th.
It's going to be jam-packed. It's going to be lots of action. That's guaranteed. That Art of Poker is going to be a great little warm-up tournament. Last month we had a record prize pool. So that's still, 13.5 for first place is a very nice prize pool. Very nice day of poker. So it's around the corner. It's already February 10th. So
10 days
next
from the Art
couple
of
of
Poker.
weeks, if you're not at the Lodge Poker Club, you're in the wrong place.
Chi-Town Cat, King Jack offsuit for Chi-Town Cat is aces for anybody like us. He'll make it 8. Chips by the pound, and Bruno will fold. Back over to Jack with ace deuce. He'll toss him in. Brad looks at ace 9, a little bit better. Says, I can afford to make a little raise here. Makes it 35. Esquire folds, as does Kyle. Mojo in the blinds. Chi-Town Cat with his King Jack offsuit.
Yeah, I believe Brad was friends with Aaron from the stream last week, and it's all coming back to me. Brad reached out and wanted to get on. So he's been watching the stream, so he's been maybe studying Chi-Town Cat and knows a little bit of his antics here.
Oh, how can you study Chi-Town? I mean, you'd have to go to school for years to really figure out how Chi-Town Cat works and thinks.
Well, he might be knowing that he likes to put chips in sometimes rather light, and he might be electing to charge and isolate Chi-Town Cat there, and that's why he fires in that 3-bet, and the King Jack shrivels up and can't compete, and Brad takes down that pot. So you might be able to learn that on day 1 or day 2 of Poker 101 rather than a year or two, Ricky. Come on.
Well, I learned something. We had somebody sit in for you because you were out of town. We did a voiceover, and Nemo sat in for you, and he made a good point that I never have thought of in tournament poker. He actually said that sometimes it pays to keep short stacks at the table so you can take advantage of the bigger stacks.
For ICM-wise, is he talking about?
Yes. Never heard that philosophy around.
It's interesting.
And
I'd rather just try and eliminate everybody whenever I can.
I know, but
I'm not really saving people. I just wanted it. Whenever I have the chance to eliminate somebody, I'm going to do it, but I'm going to leverage the stack depths and stack sizes, but I'm not necessarily going to show no mercy and keep them around.
Hey, it was an interesting thought.
Nemo's been running hot here. He's been owning and running that Sunday tournament lately, so Nemo's definitely a good tournament player. That's why we wanted to have him in the booth when I couldn't make it for that voiceover from the previous Sunday tournament. So
yeah, he did a fine job. We'll get him back. 6-3 deuce, all diamonds. Pair of sixes. Omar and Bruno both with a diamond in their hand. Omar with the ace of diamonds. It's red, but it's a 7. So really, nobody with much of anything other than a pair of sixes. And a straight draw for Kyle.
Ace of diamonds for Omar, though, so he's not going to be going nowhere. Bets $20. Gets called by Bruno with the 10 of diamonds and the gut shot for an 8 for the straight. So we're going to be heads up here with the 6 and the 8 seat.
There's the diamond.
There's the diamond. So nuts for Omar and the flush for Bruno as well here. So Omar's going to be going for a little bit of value here, and Bruno's going to snap it off and pay this man off and see the bad news.
Pay that man his money, Bruno. It takes a lot to beat Bruno. Got to get Bruno to put his mask on.
Yeah, he's going in for a sip. He's going to try and shake that one off. And, Bruno, again, was our top dog, so he's going to come back strong.
Get back to work, you slacker.
Yeah, he's going to be coming right back strong here on that next hand. You better believe it.
The action is hot and heavy. Damon's in the box. Mike the Skull Reisman just off of an airplane. Didn't even go home. Came straight from Robert Mueller.
That is
Austin Bergstrom International Airport. I say Robert Mueller. You know, that's why I'm old school Austinite. The airport
was over there. Yes,
it used to be. If you ever go down I-35 and near the old airport, notice the lights along the highway are short. The reason for that is airplanes.
Flight path.
The flight path came right over. That runway used to be right where the theater is and the Dell Hospital is over there, and the light stanchions are smaller and shorter on I-35. People to this day.
Makes sense, Rick. That's why they pay you the big bucks.
That airport was so damn convenient. Oh, used to be so easy to get in and out of that airport when it was located there. But, hey, Austin grew, needed a bigger airport, and there's where we are.
Still pretty easy. I landed, and I was back up here in Round Rock in about half hour.
Yeah.
No problem.
$20 raised from Brad with King Jack offsuit. Chi-Town Cat with Queen 6 suited will call, as does two others. Chips by the pound with ace 5, Mojo with ace 10, 10, 9, deuce, 2 diamonds.
10 in the window, top pair for Mojo. Gut shot for Brad. Backdoor spades for the Cat. And Brad's going to be reaching for chips here. He's going to lead out on this one here.
Little continuation bet for Bradley, who took a bunch of chips off Kyle, but is basically back to where he started after losing some. Looks like we've got a raise to 100 for Motown with top. Back over to Brad. 55 to call.
I like the raise. Charging all these draws here. We see Brad with just overs and a queen for the gutty, and he's going to peel one in here and try and get lucky on the turn, definitely with enough equity here. So we got a pop brewing, and Damon's going to deliver a turn.
Here's the deuce. 2 pair now for Mojo. 77% to win this pot as long as he stays in. Looking for a king or a jack, all in and a quick fold from Brad.
Yeah, quick all in and a quick fold there by Brad. So Mojo's not going to let him peel another one there. Satisfied with the value on the flop and takes down a decent pot. If you guys are tuning in for the first time, please subscribe to our channel. Like this page here, X out of the chat. Smash that thumbs up button for us. That's way we can reach out to potentially some new viewers that have never seen the stream. This is we've done about 35 of these, 30 to 35 episodes, and we'd like to think we're getting better each and every week. The numbers have gone up each and every week, so that's definitely a good sign, and really makes Rick and I happy, and Dave, our producer, thrilled when we get nice compliments when people see us around town here or at the lodge. So nothing but positive vibes going on so far, and that's what we're striving for and trying to do each every Wednesday and Saturday.
My goodness, did I see it? Seat 9 has chips underscore by the pound on his back. It is printed on his shirt. Now we're getting serious.
I missed it.
Next time you see a back view from seat 9, notice.
Maybe he's got merch.
And it's in gold. It's like glittery.
Ooh.
He's got it going on.
Mojo picks up a nice pot and then wakes up with the Kennedy brothers here. Does a raise, takes off the shades. He's looking at table 4. Not interested in this hand at all. I'm just firing in a raise here. No big deal. Omar on the button, ace jack suited. He's going to come along here, so that might pique the interest of Mojo.
Steven Reisman yelling for the joke. We'll have the joke in a few minutes. We're well over the 100. But look,
let him wait a little longer, Rick.
Let him salivate.
Yeah, it's early still. Come on, not even 9 o'clock yet. We're gonna be here till 11.
Yeah,
3 hours of streaming. Just let it sit. Can't rush it.
Jack will come along with Jack 9 suited. Actually, it's yeah, he did come along. I thought. I don't see his cards anymore. Queen 9 3. 2 spades, yeah. So Omar and Mojo. Mojo's going to put.
He's pretty big bet here. If you're Omar, you
200.
can't really continue here. Mojo committing his stack, really, and still Mojo not even looking around here, and Omar has folded.
Yeah, I thought Jack. Yeah,
he was still in there with the Jack-9, and he lets it go as well. So we were three-handed on that flop.
Yeah, I thought so.
And he takes it down.
John says we're doing great. Thank you so much. Always appreciative to get some good positive feedback. Hey, see, look at the back of Chips by the Pound.
Yeah.
That is glimmering. That's like the Mirage sign. I think it's lit up.
At Chips by the Pound, so that might be his Instagram or whatnot. So trying to get
a
couple plugs going for him.
Hey, we'll give him the plugs.
Yeah, we'll give him the plug.
We're the monkey. We'll say whatever you want us to say within reason.
Easy, Rick.
Tray table in the upright and locked position. Steven Reisman giving a little lodge vernacular there. I want to see Steven Reisman come down for the big one at the end of the month. Buy him in, Mikey, as a Father's Day present.
He just got his second round of shots, so
well,
I think he's going to let it sit for a little bit and then
8 days. 8 days
out.
is what you need.
I think he told me longer than
after your second shot, after 8 days, I think you're like, you got the vest, the Superman vest. You're indestructible. You can run through walls.
If you say so.
I don't know. Do what he feels is safe, but I think after the second one, a week later, you're good. 7-6-5 on the flop, and Chips by the Pound has an open-ended straight draw. Brad with a pair of tens.
That's a pretty great flop there for eights. If you're not going to flop a set there, that's pretty much the best case scenario. Other than that, here with overpair to the board, open-ended, but Brad. Pocket tens, also an overpair here, so buckle up. We might have a couple fireworks here.
Can we talk about Josiah Esquire's hair, Mikey?
We got a fireworks show going on in a moment here in the background. We've already mentioned that smooth little slick back there.
That's a lot of product, and Josiah's he's got it going on with that hair. Looks like we got a call.
Battle of the overpairs here, 8s to 10s.
Ooh, that looks like a 4, and that would make a straight for Chips by the Pound. 4-liner.
It does.
And he is just living right tonight. Going to make it a buck and a squirt.
Doesn't seem to be worried at all by diamonds, and nor should he be here. He's going to fire out a bet, get a feeler. Brad with no diamonds in his hand here, so the hand is locked up. Brad drawing dead with an overpair here. Doesn't like that turn. And he's going to send to the bet. So a good fold there with the 10s, and Chips by the Pound takes down another one.
I think Mikey was in the Tampa area, weren't you?
I was in Orlando, and then I drove from Orlando to Tampa because Tampa had the only direct flight to Austin that would get me back in time for the stream.
And he got caught behind the Super Bowl traffic for the first time they won a playoff game since 1993. The Tampa Bay. Hey, Alex. He is a Tampa Bay fan, and we want to congratulate Alex.
There we go. Well deserved. Pretty boring game, but nonetheless, if you're a Tampa Bay fan, good on you. Enjoy it. The people definitely down in Tampa were enjoying it. Beautiful day in Tampa today. 80 degrees, no clouds in the sky. Perfect time for a celebration.
I flew into Tampa to go to the IMG Academy. You're a tennis player. You ever hear of the IMG Academy?
It's in Bradenton.
Yeah. And so I used to work for IMG, and so I was there for a weekend.
I went down there to train a couple weeks. So I was down there playing tennis as a youngin'.
They have
an aspiring youngin'.
They have more than just tennis. They have basketball, football. They're one of the best football teams, but they can recruit. It's so expensive to go there as a student. $20 is the bet for Bruno with Jack 8 suited. I think it used to be called the Nick Bollettieri
Academy.
Academy, and then became the IMG Academy.
Nick Bollettieri, a famous tennis coach, has coached plenty of previous world number ones, so he's no fluke.
King 5 deuce. Goes straight to the turn. Queen with a 4 to a flush. Chi-Town Cat with a 6 of clubs. in his hand, and the ace. He doesn't realize how good he is right now, but he's going to check, and Bruno's going to see the weakness.
Yeah, good on Bruno. Power position here. Let's see if the cat wants to continue chasing. Maybe he believes in his ace high. Even if another club peels, he's not going to really love it with just the 6 of clubs. Not much invested already here, but he's just going to let it go. And good on Bruno for firing that bet with jack high. So you know I'm a hockey guy, right, Rick?
Yes. I like that, the little organ.
So
I like that.
Little in-between hand organ there, never hurt nobody.
Yeah, I like your little toy. It's a little sound effect. App, and looks like we're going to have a little rebuy for, little add-on for seat 2.
Add-on?
That would be Brad. He's going to add some more chips, $100 worth.
It's a power-up right there, the power-up sound effect there with an add-on. More chips going that way.
You see all the action behind. Lots of cash games tonight. There was 2 tournaments going on. There was the Wednesday night regular tournament, and then they had some satellites for the big tournament. I think they had 2 tables, $50 satellites for every 10 players. They give you a spot. So if you had 15 players, you'd have 1 spot, $500 buy-in, and the other would get the cash, the remaining cash.
Nice hand here, Bruin. Jacks, ace, king, king 10. So only about an hour into the stream, and we've seen a lot of premium hands here already. Omar making it to 20. The cat now looks to be firing in some raising chips.
He must have.
I think that might just be a mid-raise. It's either 40 or 60. It looks to be 60.
Looks like 60.
So 3x to Omar's raise here. Looks like the
two
card
of
is
clubs
exposed. So pretty much a blank anyways. A dud here that won't affect any of this action here. And let's see what Omar elects to do here facing the 3-bet from the cat.
Kyle folds. Back over to Omar. He's going to call.
He's charging.
He's going to call. And we're going to go to a flop. Omar versus Chi-Town Cat. Big Slick versus Pocket Jacks. There's a jack.
Oh, hello.
And
hello, top set rainbow flop here. So Omar definitely going to check this over to the cat. Quickly checks it over. And the cat quickly bets here. So if you're Omar, just flat this bet here. No need to raise it up just yet here. The cat showing a lot of aggression here. Pre now on this flop.
Let him catch up.
Let
him catch an ace.
It's such a dry flop here. There's really
no. Oh, he goes all in.
That's a little bit of a misstep here. Putting the cat, hopefully he's hoping for queens, kings, aces, that type of hand there. But as we see, he does not have it there. Could have waited to make this move on the turn, but elects to get it in right now.
Let him catch an ace. Let him catch a king on the turn.
So he's giving the cat an opportunity to get away here. And that's exactly what's going to happen. I don't see.
What could you possibly be afraid of?
Nothing.
Omar. There's nothing.
Yeah, so a little bit of a misstep here, but that's all right. He's going to take down this pot. Could have been a little bit bigger, but neither here nor there.
Especially because Chi-Town Cat was the lead. Yeah. He did a continuation bet. You know he's going to 3-bet. You know he's going to bet on after the turn too.
And he fired out those chips so quickly there that it was likely that another bet was going to happen there on the turn. But Omar kicks one down right there.
Hey, can't complain for a nice pot there, but it could have been much bigger. We'll go on to the next one. 118 people in the chat. I think on Saturday night at one point we had, what, 150?
No more than that, probably about 165.
165 in the chat. That was incredible. That was insane. We're looking for 200 at some point this week. Each week we want to grow a little bit, have one goal to be a little bit better than we were the show before.
Yeah, we need everybody to hit that like button for us in order to do so. Share this link out with some friends and family. Anybody you know that likes poker, if you go to a weekly poker game, tell them about our stream. We like putting on a show for new audiences, and we need all your help there by word of mouth to spread along this stream for us. Chi-Town Cat now wakes up with aces of his own there, so gets away there from the flop set from Omar on the previous hand here, and now the Cat wakes up with aces. So Damon, again, only an hour into the stream, we've seen aces, kings, queens, jacks, tens, nines, eight. We've seen them all.
Yeah.
So lots of pairs here tonight.
Chi-Town Cat playing it a little slower. He throws the bet towards Damon, makes it 45, all the way over to Jack in seat 1 with his queen deuce. He'll fold, as does Brad over to Josiah Esquire. Haven't seen him play too many pots, but he's got a nice little sexy little 10-9 suited.
Yeah, he wants to take a count here, but he's out of position here in the big blind. It looks so pretty, but you already have a bet and a 3-bet here, so he folds. That card might have exposed.
Yeah.
It's kind of a little bit, I don't think anybody's complaining about it or nobody's seen it, so we're going to send that into the muck. Omar's going to defend his bet, and the two gentlemen are heads up once again, so here they go one more time, round 2.
Ooh, that's going to hurt Omar as he flops top pair, and Chi-Town Cat with the aces kind of loves that flop. He's studying a little too much.
Yeah, the Cat doesn't have that much behind really compared to Omar's stack here, so I imagine the Cat will put in a bet here, and Omar is just going to be committed here. Don't see him folding. He's going to double up the Cat here unless he gets lucky on the turn and river.
Cat places his chips in a little differently. Quick call from Omar. Omar smells something, but he's got top pair. He's got to think he's good there. A meaningless 6 of spades on the turn.
Omar a little concerned here, but the Cat reaching for more chips. He's going to get it all in here, and Omar's going to pay this man off.
The White Claw Warrior really studying the board, doing his best Laurence Olivier, and he's going to get quickly called. Chi-Town Cat, unless a king or a 10 hits the board, he's going to win this.
Really good shape here for the double. We're going to take a river, run it one time, it looks like.
There's a meaningless deuce, and Chi-Town Cat's going to get back a bunch of his money. Double up with the pocket aces.
Full double there for the Cat. Can't fault Omar there for getting in. The stack depths there. Had top pair. Had some backdoor outs as well, but the Cat there wakes up with the bullets and survives.
All right. Next hand in between will be joke time.
Uh-oh.
Next, so gather the family around. Don't have the little ones around. I'll give you a little warning. If you're under the age of 13, you're not going to want to hear this joke. There's your joke warning. That's the official read that we have to read by law. That you cannot. It's not bad, but it's. I think it's a little shorter than my usual joke. So, I'm going for brevity here.
Yeah, going right to the point.
I'm going to kind of go to the point. We'll go on to the next hand, and that will, the joke of the night, still unsponsored. If you are a business and you want to be the sponsor of Rick's Joke of the Night, let me know. We'll hook you up here on Poker Night at the Lodge. I'll give you a special rate. Looks like we're going to have a raise from chips by the pound with King Queen offsuit, raises to 20. Jack looks at his cards. And he's going to come along. Makes the call, don't know what he has. Josiah Esquire. I haven't seen him get involved in too many pots.
Yeah, he's been pretty card dead here. was pretty active last week, but just not really waking up with anything yet so far. So doesn't want to rush it. Only 9:05 here. We're going to be here till 11, so still 2 more hours left on the stream. He's going to be patient. Doesn't want to spray his stack loose. And he's going to hope for the full double when the time comes.
Here comes the flop. Jack, king, deuce, 2 diamonds. We know Chips by the Pound has smashed his king. He's going to make it 25. Yes. Over to Jack.
It's the second time here that Jack has had some issues with his sensor. So maybe it's a sensor thing. Maybe it's a Jack thing. Yeah. We're going to have to see. As you see, he doesn't have his cards over the sensor right now.
He raises to 100. Quick call.
We know what Chips by the Pound has. It's top pair with a decent kicker here. And he's not going to check his option here. He's going to lead after getting raised on the flop by Jack here. So pressure back on Jack, facing a bet to 130, it looks like.
Quick fold.
And he lets it go.
Here's the joke of the night. Sponsored by nobody right now, so get in on that. Father takes his 6-year-old and 3-year-old boy to the diner. It's boys' night out. They want to get some burgers. Nice waitress, age 40. Nice lady comes over and asks the 6-year-old, "Son, what would you like for dinner?" He looks up to her and smiles and says, "I want a damn cheeseburger." And the father gets really embarrassed and smacks the kid upside the head and says, "Son, we don't say that. We don't cuss." And the waitress is a little taken aback because she didn't like him hitting the kid. So she goes to the 3-year-old and says, "Son, what would you like?" And he looks up and says, "You can bet your sweet ass I don't want a damn cheeseburger." And there's your joke of the night, folks. 1, if you like it. 2, if you don't like it. Give me 1 if you like it, 2 if you don't. "You can bet your sweet ass I don't want a damn cheeseburger," says the 3-year-old. How did you like it, Mike?
Hold, please.
Oh, my goodness.
Hold, please. Not your best work there, Ricky.
Oh, come on. You laughed. I see you smile. I saw you smile. You can't. See, that's the thing. You can't fake liking a joke. You cracked a smile, and I like it. Josiah Esquire with pocket 10s. Ooh, I see a lot of 2s. There's a 1.
It started off promising.
Wow.
But then it ended up in the typical...
No. Wow, a lot of people giving me 2s tonight. You know, I can't... You know, Michael Jordan didn't hit every shot, folks. And he once said you can't hit... You miss every shot you don't take. So I got a couple 1s, and that's all I can hope for. Those are my people. Deuce 3-7.
Mixed results tonight, Rick.
I know. Steven Reisman says, "I ain't sponsoring that." Hey, I told you I saved my best work for Saturday. Stick around. Come back on Saturday.
Saturday we're going to have a 5-5 game. Talks about having a rock game there, and the rock games means the winner of each hand has to straddle. So we'll see if that takes place or not, but nonetheless, Saturday's going to be a big game as well. But Josiah here finally waking up with a hand. Pocket 10's overpaired to the board, and he's been pretty quiet, but now he has an opportunity to make something of himself here, and he just calls the bet of 50 here. Could have raised that up.
Just makes the call. And here comes.
Yep, so we're heads up now.
Brad and Josiah, 2 players who haven't played too many pots tonight. Josiah Esquire really hasn't played. There's a king. That might slow down some things.
Action on Brad here. C-bet top pair there on the flop, but Josiah with the overpair, but he's still going to continue to bet here. So Brad applying the pressure, looks to be 110, and that's really puts Josiah to a test almost for his entire stack there. You see he's got about 300 left. He's going to make this call here. He's going to go with his 10s on the river here, so pretty interesting spot here. Really puts 10s in a dilemma. Let's see what Josiah's going to do here. Story doesn't really completely make sense. What is this man betting with? Is it diamonds? He bets the flop. Maybe he was betting the flop with, you know, an ace-king, a king-queen type of hand. Got lucky on the turn. A little bit tricky here, and Josiah has to come up to the correct decision here.
He makes the call.
Makes the call with the best hand so far, so a good call here on the turn, and we're going to take a river. Pot at 420, light it up.
Deuce on the river. That's going to be good for both players, they think.
No, I don't. Brad's got to be a little concerned now after he gets called on the flop and turn, and he is, and he checks it down. And if you're Josiah here, I think you're happy with checking this as well. There's really, with your stack size, you only have 215 left. So if you're going to be going for value, it's really all in or check here, because you don't want to bet and then get ripped on. But he looks to be firing in a bet here, not for all his chips here. So he's going to go for maybe about 120, something along those lines.
A little bit more, 135.
And Brad's a little bit confused now. So, seems to be a good bet there by Josiah. I thought he would just check that down to be satisfied with the value he already received. But confident that his 10s were the best hands, and they are. So, locked in on this hand. He's been quiet, but he's still staying sharp. And now Brad put to the test here with 7s and deuces with the king kicker. Says, this kind of does smell like Josiah was calling with, you know, the diamond draw the whole way. Missed. He's trying to steal the pot. So that's what Brad's thinking. Am I getting bluffed here by a diamond draw? Did he spike that king? Are we chopping with the 7? Maybe even had a deuce, but why would he have a deuce on the button? 3 unlikely, even 7 unlikely. So the thing that makes the most sense here is a king.
He calls.
Or
he's going to see
diamond
the
draw.
bad news. And
So
Josiah Esquire is going to rake in a nice, healthy little $690 pot.
nice little hand there by Josiah. And basically gets a full double up pretty much. So he's been pretty quiet there, but now he's got a decent chip stack here. And he's going to have some momentum here as we go into the next hour and a half of the stream.
The patience of the Seersucker King.
What's up, Kazim? Nice to see you in the chat. Let me know when you're back in town, buddy. I know you said you were out of the country here, but we got a 5-5 game this weekend, and I've been pretty busy this week, so I still got some seats to fill. So if you want a seat, you let me know, Kazim. We can get you in there.
I love Kazim's name, Kazim, because, you know, if you change the I to an A, Kazam. I would love that name, Kazam.
I'm going to have to change his name next time on the stream, just for you, Rick. Kazim, the pressure's on you now. We want a name change. Steve B asking, says the toilet flushing. You know, I told you I would come back with a nice little sound card here, and just for you, buddy. We got the toilet flush all lined up here. So
goodness.
we got a little bit of everything here.
You got everything in there.
I did my homework. I was watching some other streams this past week too, and I noticed that they upped their soundboard game after perhaps we mentioned upping the soundboard game. So I don't know. I don't know if things are leaking on the airways here, but we're bringing the heat tonight. We're bringing our best work.
Often imitated, never duplicated, the Lodge Poker Club. Let me tell you, the Lodge, someone once told me, only the lead sled dog sees a change of scenery. And we want to be the lead sled dog in this webcasting live stream of poker. I think we got it going on,
We're
folks.
on our way. We only got, about 600 subscribers, and we have a decent viewership here of 150 people or so per show. And as we increase those subscribers, increase those likes on each and every video, we're going to be getting some large numbers if we just keep continuing on how we're doing. So
chips by the pound with top pair and a open-ended straight draw.
I'd like to thank you, Rick. Like to thank the Levin family,
Yeah.
Dave, and all you viewers here in the chat that tune in every week to watch live poker here from the Lodge in Round Rock.
Yeah, we put a lot into it. There's no lie, but it's been fun, and we hope the time that you do spend with us, if it's all 3 hours each live stream, we thank you. If it's just a couple minutes, we thank you. But it's been fun, and it's as soon as it's not fun, that's when I'll stop doing it. But it's so far it's been a lot of fun. There's an ace on the turn.
A little bit of a scare card for both players here. Bruno with bottom pair. Doesn't pick any backdoor equity with his diamonds there. Goes check, check.
7-9.
So the Jacks in the lead here, 2 pair for each player.
Is he going to go for some value here? Nope. He's just going to say, I'll take the pot right here. And chips by the pound. Pounds Bruno's fist. We'll go on to the next one. I really like that shirt. I'm going to have to go out there. He's got something on the collar. He's got something on the sleeves. He's got something on the back. What the heck is going on with that shirt? It just keeps going and going and giving.
A little bit of bling bling. He knows he was going to be on Poker Night at the Lodge Wednesday night. Plenty of viewers had to bring his A game.
Wow.
Come on now.
Where can you find them? Can you get one of those on Amazon?
You're going to have to ask him. You might need to just, how they do at the end of football games? They swap
ask
jerseys.
For his jersey.
You can give him your Lodge live stream hoodie.
Hey, it's one
for
of
that
button
down.
My Lodge live stream. I keep every time I come in here, people say, "Get me one of those." I say, "Hey, Amazon, baby."
You're going to have to maybe buy more and start selling them up front.
I was going to get you and Dave one.
But
then I remembered I don't get really I don't have the money to just give gifts out. I'm kidding.
Wow, what a tease.
What
a tease.
At some point I'll get you and Dave a hoodie.
Yikes. No love, Rick.
What we need ownership to fit us in the some blazers that have the Lodge live stream, so we look like the Monday Night Football crew in our yellow blazers.
There you go. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, there's a.
Start playing the music every time we walk in.
Monday Night Football, that used to be the deal. Now it's the worst game of the week they put on Monday night, but let me tell you, Monday Night Football, when I was growing up, that's when you saw all the highlights. Howard Cosell would read the halftime highlights, hoping that your team would make it. And into the highlights, those were the times.
Sunday night is kind of taking over for the Monday night game.
Yeah, Sunday night is usually the best game of the week, but Monday night used to be.
But now it's Wednesday night, and it's Wednesday night poker.
Yep.
Football season's over, Ricky. It's poker time, and poker never dies.
Ace, Jack, 9, 2 spades. Neither player with a spade. Chi-Town Cat does hit the ace.
Josiah in position. C-bets that flop there. Tries to take it down. 6 high is best opportunity right now, but Chi-Town Cat going nowhere with the ace.
Nakia says, "I would pay to see that shirt swap."
I don't think you want to see Rick taking his shirt off.
Hey, come on
soon
now.
Here. We already told the kids to go to bed early because of the joke. But if Rick's taking off shirts at the lodge out there in the lobby, it's bad news for everybody involved.
Chi-Town Cat's going to take down the $73 pot as neither player bets on the end. Yeah. Believe it or not, that was, even though I was a Patriots fan growing up in the 70s, every time we played in the backyard, I wore my number 32 jersey, and I was O.J. Simpson. Believe it or not, that's what kids of the 70s, we all pretended we were O.J.
Yeah, I believe it.
And then 1994 came along, and we no longer kind of wanted to be O.J.
I used to live right down the street from OJ's house when I lived out in California. I drive past it from time to time. And
Rockingham? No, where did he live?
He lived in Brentwood.
Brentwood.
I had visions of...
I remember that night. I was actually at a poker game coming home at 2 in the morning, and I heard it on the news that there was a murder in Los Angeles. I didn't know at the time it was OJ's, ex-wife.
How much did you lose that night?
I don't remember, Mikey, this was back in the day. This was 94.
Well, if he would have started winning, I might have my sweatshirt by now. Too many nights of losses. Now I don't have my Lodge Poker live stream sweatshirt.
I do remember it was a Sunday night. That's when we used to play that game. Raised $15. Omar with his Queen 10 offsuit over to Chi-Town Cat, who's built a wall of chips.
Punish the limpers here. Now Chi-Town Cat in the small blind. What do you think about Judge Judy for the Jiggities?
Judge Judy is good.
Judge Judy trying to thin the field. Lay down the authority here.
Jermaine Jackson? No. Judge Judy is good.
Judge Judy trying to get a little bit more creative with these hands here.
I like Judge Judy, and Chi-Town Cat raises it up.
What about in the chat? Anybody have some good ideas for jacks? Give us your best jack's name here in the chat, and maybe we'll continue to use it on the show. Give you credit each and every time, of course. Omar, not going nowhere, is going to defend his bet. In bad shape to the jacks of Chi-Town here. Going to get the pot right, and then we're going to see 3 cards, and let's see what happens.
Heads up, Queen 10 versus Jacks, 7-6-4, nothing for anybody. Jack's still way in the lead.
So the cat's going to see bet here, and it's going to be interesting to see if Omar wants to float in position with 2 overs to the board. Looks to be betting 50. Action on Omar here. And does he want to peel one more and see what's going to happen?
Omar looking off into the distance. He's got his all-in hat and his King of Spades long sleeve pullover. Everybody with little poker insignias on their clothing, logos, and Omar thinking. I do have 2 overs, but he's going to fold. Good fold.
Yeah, jiggities, fish hooks, of course. We've always heard those before. Jumpers are a little bit new. Jesse James seems to be the leader in the clubhouse right now, getting a couple of hits there. I don't know. I'm still leaning on Judge Judy. Watching too much afternoon TV at 3, 4 o'clock or something.
There's your chip count. Chips by the pound, leading all players. Cumulative winnings, 483 smackers, and Brad is currently losing the most right now, 417, but it's still early. We're just about halfway through our live stream. There's a great YouTube clip on how to play jacks running around. It's fun to watch.
Haven't seen it.
And it's kind of a comical view.
Well, everyone always gets worried about jacks and ace-king. You don't like to raise with those hands, and I always think that's crazy. Those are great hands to raise with, and depending on the position at the table and who your opponent is going to determine how you play those hands. The board texture. So you always got to stick to the fundamentals and the basics there and not get thrown off by your hands that don't hit. So, it's not always about what the board hits. It's about who you're playing, what the texture is, your position at the table, and your image. So stick to those and don't worry about the holding sometimes here as Bruno fires in.
The problem is that most people who are calling your bet with jacks have an ace, king, or a queen in their hand. And when an ace, king, or queen hits the flop, your jacks are deflated.
Not always. Again, it depends who you're playing against. You can also fire in a little bit of a bet, a little bit of a feeler bet. You don't need to lose your entire stack. Sometimes, they are going to have that overpair to your jacks, an ace, king, or queen, or whatever. But you're a poker player. Your job is to determine what they have and if they do have it and limit your losses if that's the case. But still, I'll take jacks as dealt to me any day of the week and ace, king.
All right.
Much so over some other hands that you get dealt with on a regular basis. So I'm always happy to see pocket jacks in my hand.
Well, on that thought, 3, 5, 10 rainbow. I do laugh sometimes when you hear a player says, I hate aces. I hate aces, because they get cracked. I said, give me aces every hand from here on in eternity, and I'll win at some point.
Chi-Town Cat on the button. Either bet 100 or 120. I think it's just 100 with 9 high here after Bruno checks to him here. So Bruno and the cat have been going back and forth lately.
He's going to call with the black chip. Single chip call. Going to the turn, a 4. And this is interesting. Neither player with anything.
Yeah, these guys have been battling so far on the stream here. This is round 5 or 6. So we got our boxing bell ready to go here. And these guys are in the ring battling back and forth here. Bruno not buying what the cat was selling Will the cat go for a double barrel here with just 9 high? And he does not. So he shuts down here.
There's a 4.
And now Bruno can't really believe in his king high either. Maybe probably putting the cat on ace high or something there. So let's see if Bruno tries to take this pot here. He doesn't really believe in his king high. He can't really believe that his king high is good here on Showdown, but it is. So if he bets, obviously the cat will leave. But if he checks it over, let's see if the cat tries to steal it. So both these guys in the tank here thinking about what to do. They both have squat douche. King high good on this board. Bruno in the blender taking his time, deciding what to do.
Bruno can't possibly think he can win here unless he makes a bet. So he's going to put a bunch of chips in. Looks like about 2 1/4.
That's going to do it here. Chi-Town Cat's going to take some TV time. Try and stall a little bit to make believe that he actually had a hand, but in reality he has 9 high. So he's going to go to the White Claw, take a little sip, and then he's going to send his cards into the muck there. So good on Bruno, turning the best hand into a bluff here, but little did he know that king high was good here. And that's going to take it down. So nice hand, Bruno. And if you're the cat, all you can really think about is fold, sends it into the muck.
Will fold, and Bruno with a nice play there. We'll go on to the next one. Bruno now the button. Chips by the pound. It's a small blind. I want to thank everybody tonight for being in the live chat and watching. Those on Facebook and those watching on the internet through YouTube or whatever, however you got a hold of us. We appreciate it. Tell your friends, as Mike says, smash the like button and definitely subscribe. Our subscribers are going up each week. We do a lot. We're only going to do more live streams. I think the plan is now to go to 3 nights a week. We haven't decided which night. We know Wednesdays and Saturdays. I believe they're talking about Monday night also doing a live stream. Mike and I may not be the commentators for all the streams because, you know, there are times when we're unable to do it, so we're going to be mixing in some other commentators probably into the stream. I know, folks, it's going to be tough for you, but I guarantee you'll like others just as much as you love me and Mike. There's your cricket signal. You got to know when to do it, but looks like we've got a raise from Josiah Esquire 16, a call from Kyle, over to Brad.
Crickets, can't put the crickets on my own demise there. Oh, it's only for you, Rick.
3 players to the flop. Flop comes ace, queen, jack. Ace for Josiah. Straight draw for Brad. And squadouche for Kyle. I guess he's got a backdoor wheel draw.
Yeah, Kyle hasn't been very active yet either. Got a little busy on his first or second hand of the stream, but hasn't had much to work with since here at 5 high and not good on this board.
There's the straight for Brad as the 10 just peels off on the turn.
He's going to check the Broadway over here and try to induce a bet from behind. Let's see if anybody takes the bait here. Kyle, we're the only person to do so. If he elects, now's the time. But he's not going to do it there. Shuts down with his 5 high. So now if you're Brad, you can't wait any longer here. Even though the board pairs on the river, not really worried about a boat. So I'd like to see him fire out a little bit of value here, something along the lines of, you know, 35, 40 bucks. Try and get a call from behind here. Might go a little bit smaller, it's 20, 25. And the only person that can really make this call here is going to be C3. I think he might pay this off.
Josiah Esquire lays it down. Kyle's not going to be able to call with 5-4. He's playing the board. And he'll fold. And Brad will take down the pot. Yeah, Monday night takedown at the Lodge. It'll still be the poker night at the Lodge. brand. Nikki says that hand previously, I guess she was talking about the Bruno Chi-Town cat hand, is why the Lodge is the best place to play poker. Yep, it's a happening place, folks. It's very fun. The dealers are very good. We've got dealers from all over the country right now, in from Las Vegas, Boston, Maryland, in addition to the crew we already had. The Lodge has been open now, close to 3 years. And it has been a lot of fun building it. It's the largest poker club in the Austin area. I think they're closing in on 8,000 members, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that sounds right.
And, we closed a little for COVID because we had to, but we reopened, and since we reopened, we're really trying to build it back up to where it was, and slowly but surely we're getting there. As soon as I'm looking for the coast is clear for the food to come back. That would be fun. We used to have complimentary food starting in the afternoon going into the evening, and had to stop that due to COVID, but I know that the ownership wants to bring it back as soon as we're allowed to. Right now we're not really allowing food in the room except in certain designated areas. Queen, Queen, Deuce, if you want to bring your food, you got to bring it in. Then we have certain eating areas set up in the corners of the Lodge area. Steve B., I like your logo, the Bruins logo on your live chat. Love it.
I'm not a big fan, Steve. So.
I know. You don't like the Bruins. The Bruins, one of the original 6.
Bruins have one regulation loss this season, and it was to yours truly, New York Islanders. So suck on that, Steve. Got a straddle here to 6. So Kyle trying to get active. Has been pretty quiet, but he's going to juice it up with a straddle of $6. Action's going to be on Mojo here, seat 5. 9:30, about halfway through the stream here.
ATX Poker is alive and well, says Carlo. Yes, it is. Wednesday night, Monday night, through Sunday night. Anytime you want to come here, there's usually cards in the air and chips. Right now we've got a huge tournament going on in the background. Then we've got cash tables on the other side of the room. So whatever you want to play.
Yeah, last Saturday was insane here. We had our 5-10 stream, and then we had a side must-move table 5-10 that was full. 2 1-3s, 6 1-2s, a tournament going on. So like you said, Rick, every day of the week, around the clock, there's cards being played here at the Lodge nonstop.
Yeah, Steve, interestingly enough, I found myself, let's see this, and I'll tell the story in between hands, and we'll go to the flop 4 ways.
Kyle with the suited ace-7 there in the straddle could have raised it up.
8 Jack.
Nobody with the jack.
Ace-7 of diamonds is in the lead.
Everybody whiffs on that. Still 4-way, multi-way here.
Carlo agrees that Saturday night was rocking. Hope to see you back, Carlo. There's another 8. Now the ace is even in better shape. He doesn't know that right now. Kyle, who hadn't won too many hands tonight, is going to carve out some chips and says, maybe my ace is good. Omar will fold. Over to Chi-Town Cat, a.k.a. White Claw Warrior, a.k.a. Full Tilt wearing Chicago Man. And
a.k.a. Punt City.
A.k.a. Punt City, the Ray Guy Award.
A.k.a. Free Chips.
The Luke Rosa Award. No, so Steve, I found myself in Boston on Father's Day, I believe 2014, the year they made the Stanley Cup against the Chicago Blackhawks. I'm with my wife and son. I say to my wife, this is why I know I married the right woman, Mikey. I said, I can't afford to take us all to the Stanley Cup because it's going to cost at least $500 to get in.
You can't even afford a sweatshirt. So
I said, so can I go? I'm here in Boston. Let me go. She said, of course, you go, and me and Zach will go on a tour. So I go trying to get a ticket. I just need a single ticket. Can't find one anywhere. Finally, I said, I'm going to go to the ticket office. I wait around the ticket office. I see 4 guys picking up tickets. I go over to them. I say, hey, do you have an extra one? They say, yes, we have one because one of our guys didn't show up. We're from Toronto. He missed his flight. I said, well, I'll buy it. They huddle up and they come back to me and say, we'll give you the ticket if you buy us dinner. Well, shit, I'm ready to spend $500 anyways. I said, of course, I'll buy you dinner. So we go across the street and there's a big line. They say, let's just go in the stadium. You buy us a hot dog and a beer. We'll call it good. So I saw Game 3 of the Stanley Cup for $42.50.
Oh, wow.
And they took a picture of me. I felt guilty. I wanted to buy them each a jersey. They said no. We took a picture of me sitting in the seat. They sent it to their guy that missed the flight and said, this could be you.
Wow.
So that was a fun night. I saw Game 3 of the Stanley Cup against the Blackhawks.
Very nice story indeed. A little bit jealous. I haven't seen the Stanley Cup in my lifetime.
Yeah, Stanley Cup is fun times, especially in Boston. Bruno with Jacks. What do we call them? Judge Judy's.
Judge Judy's, Jesse James, Jiggity's, Fish Hooks. Judge Judy here laying down the law.
Over to Omar, who made the original bet.
No action. Look at the cat there with his chips like right next to the line. He's not even at the table, and he's got his chips just ready to be in action.
The 5-5 stream last Saturday was off the chain, Cheryl. I agree. Had a $13,000 pot when King 7 2-pair ran into a flopped set of tens, and boom, boom, boom. 13K in the middle. And Joe took it down, right? Joe with his set of tens.
Joe did take it down.
Blue Glove Joe.
Joe won about 10K on that stream.
Blue Man Group Joe.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Surgical in his performance. Speaking of surgery, I was in a surgery today, Rick. Did not go that well.
What, you had surgery?
No, that's my job.
All right. You're not a doctor.
But I play one on TV.
I see. I set you up there. You're getting good, Mikey.
There you go.
We can't have two funny guys, so.
Well, you're lucky that
you're the expert.
You're lucky that my media board here is a little bit slow.
Yeah, those guys from Toronto's were nice. I offered them. I wanted to buy them jerseys because I felt bad. They said, no, this is our good deed. And I was planning to spend $500.
They could have milked you for hundreds.
Of course. Even during the game, I said, let me buy you a beer. No. So
they didn't even make you root for the Blackhawks.
Well, they
were Bruins fans.
No, they were
hockey fans.
Yeah, they were Maple Leafs fans. They had this thing that they were going to go to a Stanley Cup game, no matter where it was. It happened to be in Boston. 4 guys bought tickets. 3 guys made the flight.
Wow.
So wherever you are out there who missed the flight,
I hate Maple Leafs fans. So
they're harmless. They're harmless.
Maple Leafs fans in the chat. They're free to leave.
When I was a kid, I used to think it was the Toronto Make-Beliefs.
There you go. I need to use that one as well. You're getting better, Rick. A little cheeseburger for dinner or grilled cheese or whatever that terrible joke was earlier. You're starting to heat back up here in the final hour. Pocket 10s for Omar, 3s for Chips by the Pound, and Seti McGetty's here on the flop.
Seti McGetty. And can you beat Quad says sources tell me there's a double up coming soon. Now, we don't know. We're watching it live with you folks, actually on a delay with you folks. We don't know what's coming.
Yeah, we're just going to have to wait and see here, but God forbid it 3 peels on this Turner River if Chips by the Pound wants to get salty and see another card. That would be trouble here, but once you're facing this bet and you go set mining with 3s and whiff on this flop, you got to send these 3s to bed right now. Get them out of here. $65 from Omar. Can't really do much with these 3s. But Chips by the Pound taking his time. Didn't miss much, Nakia. So don't worry about that one. Rick's starting to cool off. Rick had about 2 good ones in a row on previous streams, but tonight, a little bit of mixed results from the fans.
Wow, I'm telling you.
Must have got a little bit too deep in the fan mail this week, Ricky, and not in your studying.
Every star cannot be, in order to shine bright, you've got to have dull nights. Because otherwise, if they were all 100 graded jokes, you wouldn't know the difference. You have to be able to now tell the difference between a really above-the-rim joke and just a good joke. That was a good joke I told you today. You just don't know it. The above-the-rim joke on Saturday Night Live that we had, that was above the rim. That was quality.
Saturday Night Live. Then you're starting to think like Sandler again here.
That was
a little jealous of Sandler. Saturday Night Live.
The joke about the four testicles. You loved it.
You know, it was the delivery, the high-pitched voice that you're bringing into the people there.
How many times did you tell that joke since then?
That's what got me giggling.
Have you told it since then?
I haven't told it once.
All right.
So
30 is the bet.
But I have listened to it a little bit,
right.
And I've had thoughts of the high-pitched voice, so it did sit with me.
30 is the bet.
Can't tell another man's joke.
From Jack with 6'7" offsuit.
Yeah, that Maple Leaf joke was by far the best. I like that one.
Ace 5-6, 2 diamonds, and there's a decent flop for Jack, who bet it out.
Yeah,
Jack's
been trying to be active here. You see, he's been mixing in some 3-bets and bets here, and gets checked to him here by the pound.
The pound seems to hit flops every time he's in.
Yeah, so pound slow playing his ace here, letting Jack do the betting. So let's see what the turn brings here.
There's a king. Doesn't do much for either player, but chips by the pound is way ahead here.
Check.
Ooh, there's the 7-2 pair for Jack. That's how you got to beat chips by the pound. You got to suck out. Ooh, there's $100. This may go all in for Jack. He does. He rips it all in. And chips by the pound is going, what did I just step in here?
Yeah, got himself into a sticky spot here. Let Jack get there by checking the turn. He's going to see the bad news, makes the call, full double for Jack.
He sees the 7.
And if you're chips by the pound, you got to be a little bit disappointed in that one.
And the old game show Chi-Town Cat is in the middle of our camera. Our 4K technology sees.
Yeah, he's got to sit down. Otherwise, we're going to start blasting him with the soundboard. We can needle these players a little bit with a couple sound clips here. But if you are Jack, you got to be excited about that one. Full double up.
Hitting the 7 on the river, was dead to a 6 or a 7. Cumulative winnings now. Mojo up to 48. Everybody's kind of within the mix. No one's winning or losing too much money yet. That was the exact opposite of Saturday. My goodness, we had a couple players over 10K.
Yeah.
Taking a little out of their Bitcoin budgets.
Yeah, a couple winners up 10K, a couple losers down 10K. That's what happens when you got close to 100K on the table. Wednesday night, not as spicy, but still just as entertaining. And everybody kind of hovering around plus a buy-in or minus a buy-in right now. And Chi-Town Cat, those chips right next to the line. You have a hard betting line here at the lodge, so if any of those chips go over the line, they're in play. And the Cat just teasing his opponents here, tempting them, saying, here are my chips, come take them.
Jack looks down at 8-3 suit.
A little bit better with his washes there on the sensor, so that boy, Jack.
Yeah, he had to be instructed. That was user error before. Each player has to wipe their cards over the sensor a couple times for us to be able to read them.
And we're in the booth right now, right, Rick? We're on a half-hour delay.
Yes.
And I'm not gonna lie, I just heard some very large screams.
From
the featured table here. So if you are watching at home, don't go anywhere, because that little birdie that promised to double up, I think, was telling the truth here. So we shall see what happens here a little bit down the road.
Yeah, we see it with you guys, and we do that specifically so we can have the natural reactions. I don't want to know what's coming down the pike, but when we hear screams coming from outside the room.
Hello, flop nuts for Mojo. Sorry to interrupt you there, Rick, here, but we have a diamond alert here. Queen 3-5, and Mojo holding 2 diamonds with the ace. And the Chi-Town Cat banks top pair just with a deuce kicker, and he's firing out chips. But this is trouble if you are the Cat.
Self-destruct sequence activated.
Uh-oh.
There's a call.
Smooth call, of course, when you have the nuts here. No reason to bet on the button here, and the Cat might go blast off on this turn. He's going to get snapped off so very quickly. Let's see what the turn brings.
There's a 3.
Board pair is still not really worried about it.
Little bet, $63 from Mojo. I don't see Chi-Town Cat going anywhere with 2 pair, queens and 3s.
He's kind of going to like that card, too, hoping that a larger card peels on the river, and he might have a better chance to potentially chop if his opponent's holding a queen. Mojo just having a conversation with the other side of the table.
Now, the last couple times he was in the hand, he took his sunglasses off and looked
to the side a little bit.
This time he's not doing that.
But he's still not looking too interested in the hand, having a chat with other people. Let's see what he does on the river here.
There's a 4, a meaningless 4. Mojo's going to win this hand with the nut flush. Chi-Town Cat with 2 pair.
Look at Mojo. You can't really read his lips, obviously, with the mask, but shaking his head, doing a little dance. And he just checked it.
Oh, he just checked it.
So maybe potentially worried about a straight, or the board is paired, maybe worried about a boat there, but
can't worry about a straight. He's got the flush.
Yeah.
He was worried about the boat.
Exactly.
But
I don't really like that check back on the river there. I wanted to see him go for a little bit more value. Obviously, we see the cards everybody does. We was worried about the boat. That's the only thing he can really be worried about. But
yeah.
But still, a little bit of a missed opportunity there for an extra couple bucks.
Rick Epstein, Mike the Skull Reisman here. Poker night at the Lodge. And the live stream edition. We've had a lot of fun with it. We'll be back on Saturday night, folks. Make it put it in your calendar. 8 o'clock, we'll get it going on the live stream. Some big action. Mikey, what do we got? 5-5 uncapped?
Yeah, 5-5 uncapped, and there might be a mandatory 10 straddle. So we'll see. That's still to be determined. I've been pretty busy this week, so I wanted to take care of this game first, and then once this game is over, I will turn my attention to Saturday and see what we want to do for that one.
I want to see some juicy action like last Saturday. That was fun to watch.
Yes, it was. I don't know if the game's going to be as big as last Saturday, but still it will be entertaining and will be close to, at least 50,000 on the table or so.
Josiah Esquire folds his 8-9, as does Kyle. Mojo with 6-7 offsuit. Mojo just took down a decent pot. He'll fold, as does Omar. Over to Chi-Town Cat. Folds in the small blind. And Bruno will fold in the big blind. And that's going to be one of the most boring hands of our night here, as Jack will pick up the blinds.
We've got about 32 likes here, so if you haven't hit that like button, do us a favor and click it for us here. We've been hovering around that mark for about 15, 20 minutes now. So the more likes we get, the more people we can reach out to. So please do us a favor. Close that chat, hit that thumbs up for us, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. and then you'll never miss out on another future broadcast.
We're off to the next hand. 9:51. We're about closing in on our second hour, or if you're in hockey term, our second period. We don't have any intermission, so we'll go straight through. 3 hours at least we give you. I think last Saturday we gave you a little extra overtime. Really aren't on a shot clock, if you will. It just, our goal is 3 hours, and that's what we try to hit.
We would appreciate there being another highlight show.
If you're going to lose money, do it with style, right?
Looks like a raise to 20 from Brad. Omar calls, Chi-Town Cat calls with his ace-6 suited.
If you're going to lose money, right?
How about some spades here? How about 2 spades at least? Nope, ace-king-king. Chi-Town Cat with the best hand. Check over to Chi-Town Cat. He can't check. Oh, he checks. Interesting. There's a queen. Now a straight draw for Brad and Omar. $20 bet from Omar with the worst hand. Chi-Town Cat calls with the best hand, and we'll go heads up to the river, looking for one of 2 jacks that are remaining. Omar doesn't hit it.
Let's see if he elects to fire another bullet here, tries to steal it. He does not, shuts down. So the cat has his hand locked up here. Like to see him go for a little bit of value, but he just checks it down as well there. So obviously Omar probably would not have called there with 10 high, so irrelevant nonetheless, but still would like Chi-Town Cat to fire out a bet there on the river once it goes check to him.
Hey David, I gotta make sure he don't slide over here and roof with me and be like, next time I got you under my spell.
20 degrees on Monday. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. I just hope there's no precipitation, because ice on the road in this city,
dangerous.
I'm telling you, there's nothing worse for Austin than any type of ice on the roads. The city will shut down.
One day it's President's Day as well, so I don't know if schools are already going to be closed, if they're not already because of COVID or whatnot, so that should be interesting.
Interesting, yes. Did your trusty 10-day weather forecast say it was going to be raining? Or
it said a high of 20, and it said snow accumulation about 1 inch, so it's going to be
goodness.
It's going to be wet. Pocket 9s for the cat. Wayne Gretzky, as we like to call him here on the show. Not quite sure actions on the cat, so he's taking his time here, electing what to do.
Puts a bunch of chips out there.
He's going to raise it up, try and thin the field. Late possession here, play these 9s. Doesn't want to play a multi-way, tries to play heads up.
$75 is the raise to. Back to Esquire with King 10 offsuit. That's not going to be good enough hand to call there. Back to Omar with ace 10. 2 overs. Actually, Mojo, Jack 8 suited, is still thinking about it. He's got 20 invested, needs 55 more to call.
He's been pretty quiet lately, but when he's gotten in there, he's had the goods. Missed a little value on that river when he flopped the nut flush here. Makes the call there, doesn't love it. A little bit of a blender situation there pre-flop pair. And Omar quickly fires in and makes the call. So we're going to go 3-way here.
Pot just ballooned to $249. Pre-flop, here comes the flop, 8, 6, 4, all spades. Omar with the ace of spades. All in from Mojo with top pair.
Wow.
Jack kicker.
So just rips it there.
Can Omar go anywhere here, Mike?
Believing in his eights there. You know, the cat juiced this up 3-bet this one pre, so he has all the overpairs in his range, and Mojo says, I don't care. If you want to play, you have to play for all of it here.
But what about Omar? Can he go anywhere?
It's really tough for Omar. You're the man in the middle here, and again, Chi-Town Cat was driving the action pre, and he wants to gamble. He makes the call. He could easily get away there, yes. You only have ace high. Obviously, you're drawing to the nuts flush there, but you can get away potentially, especially with the action behind you still to come.
Look at it. Even though Chi-Town Cat has the overpair and Mojo has a pair, Omar is got the best percentage to win.
Yeah, if you're the cat, you can't like this at all with the nines and no spades, so he's going to get away here. We're going to go heads up. They're talking about what they want to do. You want to run it once, twice, and they're not quite sure what they want to do. They're deciding in the tank, in the blender, deciding to run it once or twice, and they come to terms on twice.
2 times, and Chi-Town Cat says, I had a pair of nines.
But he had to fade a lot here, so let's see what the turn brings.
5 of hearts.
Safe turn.
Ooh, is that a spade? It is.
It is a spade, so it would have connected with the cat's set, but he would have lost the hand, and we're going to run it the second time here. Ace 10 or spade, and it's the 10 there, so it's going to be a scoop for Omar.
Scoop-a-duper.
After they run it 2 times. And the Chi-Town Cat saying, oh, I'm a genius, look what I dodged, but you weren't even in the hand, so who really cares? Full double up for Omar. But Mojo swinging for the fences there. See, shaking his head there. Can't love it. But the gamble pays off for Omar. Full double up there.
Look at Chi-Town Cat still talking about what he had.
A little bit extra juice there for Omar. And then if you are Omar, you are loving this.
Let's do a little roll call while he's getting his chips. Let us know where you're watching from in the chat. If you're in the chat, one of the 139 people in the chat, type out where you're watching from. We'll give you a shout out. As the scoop, they ran it twice. Here at the lodge, you can run it as many times as you want, as long as there's an all-in and a call. You can decide. Mini punt. I don't know. He did have a pair, what he thought was the top pair.
Top pair, took a shot, not really punty.
Yeah, I don't like the all-in.
We've seen that now multiple shows now where people are calling kind of 3-bets kind of light, and they're connecting with the flop and they're getting punished. So if Mojo wanted to save some chips there, he could have folded there pre, let Omar and the cat go at it heads up that way and let the cards fall. But, you know, Mojo wanted to gamble. He wanted to see a flop, connected with top pair, and paid the price.
Heroines from New York City. Zig Soldiers from El Paso. McKee is stunned. Michael is from Belton. Frost Lights from Spring, Texas. William from Waco. And Carlo from Austin. Lots of people watching from all over the country. Hopefully you're enjoying your Wednesday night here at the lodge, and hopefully next time you're in the Austin, Texas, Round Rock area, come on out. If you come to the lodge and you're from out of town, tell them at the counter that you came in from poker night at the lodge, and I guarantee you they may give you an hour free play. May, if you're coming in from out of town and you tell them that you're a subscriber to Poker Night at the Lodge. If you show them that you're subscribed, they may give you an hour free play. Stephen Reisman from Hilton Head, South Carolina, of course. Who are you charging for? Chi-Town Cat?
Just providing a little bit of mid-hand entertainment.
17. You love that app. Oh, God. Over to Bruno with ace-8 suited. He's going to make the call. Haven't seen chips by the pound get involved lately. He's going to call it, get a little action in there with king-4 of clubs. Doesn't want to see clubs because Bruno has the ace-8 of clubs. We'll see what comes. Lots of clubs in people's hands, so it's going to be very doubtful.
Ricky, little side bet here, a little $5 side bet.
That it's red?
That if we put the question to the people of the chat if they like the soundboard, the new edition, I think we get more ones than your joke did today.
Well, that's not fair.
What's not fair about that?
Well,
it's providing entertainment to the people if they like it or not. It's a simple 1 or 2, like it or not.
I didn't say I didn't like the.
Okay, I see. Doesn't want to make the bet there. Doesn't have any confidence in his joke versus the app.
The app, I like.
I see.
45 from Mojo. He has a mystery hand. He's got his little warrior made of metal over his cards, and that's probably why it's not reading it. We told the players, don't put your metal over the card reader.
Thank you, Hero.
Spanaway Washington in the house. Man, it got hot in here. Need to open the door.
Little hot in here indeed, but still bringing the heat here. Chips by the pound spikes this flop here. Trips on the flop.
Oh, Quadrophenia.
Uh-oh. And we are...
What is he going to do here? He's got quads.
Oh, my goodness here. Look at him sitting there all super cool. Couldn't even tell for a second that this man has quads. The money card on the river to ace. We're not sure what Mojo is holding here. Will he get paid? 220 in the pot. That's the question here. Quad alert.
A deuce or a 7 on the quad alert on the river would have been ugly, as Chi-Town Cat would have made the straight. But how's he going to get paid here? We don't know what Mojo has. Just a little tiny
Look at
bet.
That little milky bet there. Definitely got to sound the cow on that one. So milky here. Gets snap called by Mojo. Let's see if the cat takes the bait.
Doesn't. I'm trying to see what Mojo has. He doesn't have better than quads. He's going to show.
Definitely does not.
He's going to show, it looks like sevens. He had the boat. Nice. Carolyn says, I've been watching other streams of No Limit Hold'em, and I have to say you guys are the best commentators and have the best setup I've seen so far. Super quality and some monster hands like these quads. Well, thank you so much.
That's our guy right there.
That really means a lot.
Words. Yeah, we appreciate that for sure.
If it, seriously, stuff like that makes us, because neither Mikey or I are getting rich on doing this. This is a labor of love, and we're doing it because we love the lodge, and also we're having fun. You know, we're not doing this with somebody twisting our arm. We're having a lot of fun with it, but stuff like that, a comment like that makes us, it just motivates us a little bit. And thank you so much.
Quad alert there. That might be the first time we've had quads on the stream. I don't really recall on a live stream anybody getting quads. Do you?
I don't remember quads.
I don't.
So, and he didn't really get paid off. He did get a few
about
dollars.
$300 pot, so not too bad there.
Nakia says she's digging the soundboard, so we'll keep the soundboard. It cost a lot of money to invest in the show. What was that, a free app, Mikey?
I can't give away my sources.
I told you there was an app. You were just searching all over the internet for different sounds. I said, Mike, you know there's an app.
There's a couple different apps. I found one that seems to have worked well.
You were trying to download each individual sound.
Well, just getting a little creative here.
.05 in the evening, Central Time. Looks like we're going to have a raise, actually a call from Josiah Esquire with Queen 10 offsuit. as Bruno raised it up to 35. Call from Omar. Yeah, don't see Omar's. I'm sorry, call from Mojo with Jack 8 suited. So it looks like we're going to go 5 ways to the flop. Damon's going to give us the flop. 4-3 Jack. Mojo hits a Jack. Nobody really hits anything else. See what Mojo does. It's now on him. He's going to carve out some chips. Tries to thin the field here. He's going to make it, looks like 50. Chi-Town Cat folds over to Bruno with the ace-8.
Yep, has backdoor spades, backdoor wheel opportunities, maybe try and bink an ace here. So he's going to float there for 50 in position, makes the call.
Yeah, first of all, we don't take a rake here at the lodge, but we're not. Don't misunderstand me when I say stuff like that. I'm not anyway. No one's twisting Mike or I's arm to do this show at all. We love doing it, and it's a lot of fun. So, if I misled anybody into thinking that we're holding out to get paid, that is not my intent at all. We love doing it, and we love helping the lodge. So it's a win-win for everyone. So we're good, but thanks for thinking about us. Looks like we're going to have a big raise from Bruno. Looks like 300 is going in the middle. 2 stacks of red with a black chip as a cherry on top.
He's all in there, so the float gets rewarded, making top pair. The ace from space, and he gets called off there by Mojo. So Mojo not buying it. Also has the flush draw here. So he's going to need a jack or diamonds if he wants to win this pot.
8 outs. There's the jack.
Oh, hello, Jack. Oh, and the celebration, the fist pump. He's out of his chair. Bruno's got a smile on his face.
I think
that might have been the screams that we've heard earlier.
That was the scream.
Wow.
Michael B. asked, does your soundboard have the sound of a donkey?
Does not have a donkey, but it has a horse, rooster, elephant, kitten, and cow. But wow.
Does it have broken glass? There you go.
Right.
That's when somebody
right on cue. And it also has a female scream, so let's try that one out if you're in Camp Bruno. I know Bruno's wife watches this show, and if she just saw that river, she's probably a little unhappy with that one. The jack from outer space there delivered right there for seat 5, and we're still counting those chips.
He had a lot of outs. He had 8 outs. It wasn't like he hit a one-outer there.
But still, when you get on the river there, it's pretty brutal.
What's up, Rick and Skull Mike? It's your boy, Jakey Stein. Go Grim Reaper. Destroyed. Grim Reaper just got destroyed.
The man just got stacked going in for a rebuy. Not his night tonight, down 2-11. But you can't be the king every night on Poker Night at the Lodge on Wednesday night there. And Omar, 581 Mojo after that hand.
He's still clapping.
Rises the ladder. So Mojo brings the heat here. Definitely, brings the excitement to the stream there. The energy out of his seat there, a la the Chi-Town Cat here. We might need to get these guys some seatbelts on some future shows to keep these gentlemen in their chairs.
He's happy. And Bruno, to his credit, Bruno is one of the nicest guys here at the lodge. He was smiling and happy for Mojo winning that pot. And that's what I love about poker is that, yes, do you want to win? Of course, it is money, yes. But Bruno sees the joy in Mojo's excitement and is able to have fun with it.
Yeah, Bruno can take it and he can give it there and then lose with a smile on his face, so that's right there. Yeah, it wasn't really a great call. I don't think he was confident in that call. Didn't think he was really ahead. But still, you have the jack and you have the flush outs and you're just willing to gamble. You're on the stream there. You want some action. You want a chance to win a big pot. And that's what just happened there. Scoops it on the river.
And Mojo.
Seat open. You want me to go?
Seat open on 11. Sure, if you want. There's a seat open. We have about 50 minutes left.
Up to you, Rick. I can try. If you want me to try and
If
fill
you
it.
want to, yeah, if you want to sit there, go for it. It's always fun to watch you play.
All right.
All right, Mikey's going to go and fill the seat. It's going to take about 30 minutes for him to watch. So we'll probably get a good 20 minutes of watching Skull Mike play at least tonight. By the time he gets out there, flop comes 10-10-6. So I'll be taking it from here on out. Mikey's going to go try to win some money. I knew he wanted to play. He was on the plane all day. Give him a chance to get out there. So we'll have some fun watching him. Michael B. said Bruno made the right play, just ran into variance. Absolutely. I mean, that's poker. Get it in when you got it good. Mojo had 8 outs. It wasn't like he was drawn dead, but he was drawn thin, and Bruno got it in there. And that's all you can do in poker. Get it in when the going is good for you and the odds are in your favor. Got a lot of fans saying for Mikey to jump in. You won't see him right away, folks. Remember, it's a delay of about 30 minutes, so we'll keep it here. Don't forget, folks, the lodge open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Mikey had to grab his mask. He went out on the floor without a mask. Oh, my goodness, he came right back in. I don't know about you folks, but when I go someplace now and I'm not wearing a mask, I automatically feel like something's missing, and I know what it is right away. Kind of like leaving your house without pants. Tyrithel Muse says, I really don't like the jam in a vacuum. Obviously, if you think the opponent will call with the jack, that's good, though. Good thoughts there. Chi-Town Cat will come along. Back over to Bruno. Bruno with 4-5 suited. I like this little hand. He's going to raise it up, makes it 25. Back over to Chips by the Pound, who's had one heck of an interesting night tonight. Got touched up recently. He'll make the call with his ace-jack offsuit. On the button is Brad with ace-deuce. He's going to call. Over to the lawyer, the seersucker lawyer, Josiah Esquire, wearing the sport coat as he did last week. We really appreciate bringing a little class to the joint. Even though I got to talk to him about wearing seersucker in February. That's a summer jacket, Josiah Esquire. Just joking. Chi-Town Cat is making a speech and splashes the pot. Calls the 25. And we're going to go to the flop, six-handed. 154 in the pot. 9-10 king. And Chips by the Pound, even with though he missed the pot, the flop, he is in the lead with his ace-jack. Yeah, I did tell the joke earlier tonight. It didn't get high reviews. I'm a little disappointed. Don't know what went wrong. I put a lot of effort into it. 9, a jack on the turn, and now Chips by the Pound with a pair of jacks, second pair, and an ace kicker. But Chi-Town Cat is going to make it 25. I thought the joke was decent. Saturday's joke was just above the rim. And I was fearful of telling that joke because once you tell a joke that is legendary, it's all downhill from there. Everybody expects legendary every single time. And, you know, Michael Jordan can't score 65 points every game. It happens. And then he has a couple 20-point games, 25-point games. There's a king on the river. Chips by the pound is going to win as long as he stays in this pot. Kyle with just an ace can't do anything. Chi-Town Cat with 8-5. Not many chips left for Chi-Town Cat. He may fire at this just to win the $229 pot. And Chips by the pound is going to take this down with his kings and jacks with the ace kicker. And he's going to win a nice little pot, $229. Jake Stein, who do you think has the best table presence among tonight's lineup? Who do you think is the most intimidating player? I mean, it's hard to beat Chips by the pound the way he's played tonight and his presence at the table. Obviously, Bruno has done really well as far as getting it in tonight with the best of it. Chi-Town Cat, always an impressive player, puts a lot of chips in play, but those are kind of the players tonight that really stick out. You know, as far as the most intimidating player, you know, seat 9, Chips by the pound is pretty tough. Zig Solger said, "You're still a great commentator." Thank you. I wasn't searching for a compliment, but if you're going to give one, I'll take it. Omar raises to 15 with his big slick suited. Jack with his 7-8 offsuit. Brad, who has not gotten too many cards tonight, including this hand, 7 deuce offsuit, thinking about raising. Just when I say that, with the 7 deuce offsuit, he's going to 3-bet it to 65 over to Josiah Esquire with 3-5. He's going to fold. Kyle will fold over to Mojo with pocket 6s. Mojo thinking about calling, in agony. Let me tell you, Chi-Town Cat has won a lot of money in this room. We joke about him, and he's a great guy to joke with. But Chi-Town Cat will put you to the test. And not the easiest player to play against because he'll put you to a decision. Look at that. Brad, 7 deuce offsuit versus Omar's big slick suited. Brad said, well, I thinned out the field. Now all I need is a 7 or a deuce. There's the 7 in the window. My goodness, 7 deuce offsuit versus big slick suited. And look who's way ahead. Brad, Omar's looking at just 6 outs. And Brad is going to be a wizard here as he makes it looks like 70. Got a couple comments about the raise in the 7 deuce offsuit, you know. Look what just happened. He got a few players to fold. Unfortunately, one person had a decent hand that he had to call. But look at this, 7 deuce, and he's going to show it. 7 deuce offsuit. Unfortunately, they're not playing the game where if you win with 7 deuce offsuit or 7 deuce, you get money from each player. But hey, Brad will take that pot down. anything can happen. Miracles can happen here at the Lodge. Raising with 7 deuce offsuit. Not recommended, but congratulations to Brad. You see the VPIP, voluntary putting pot, pre-flop raising percentages. You see that? Bruno, 26%. Kyle down at 2%. 141 in the chat. We're going to see Mikey pretty soon. Mike the Skull Reisman left a few minutes ago to go sit down on this table, and we're going to get to see him and make fun of his play. He's not used to playing. He is. 1-3 is his game, but he plays a little bit higher, people who are a little deeper. He's definitely going to buy in for 500 in this game. Kristen Stein in the chat. We missed you, Kristen. We were worried about you. Going to send a search party. Your husband's here. Now the family is here. We missed the Stein family. 6-7 deuce, 2 diamonds. If you're wondering where Mike the Skull Reisman is, he flew in. He was 5 minutes late to the live stream. Flew in from Florida. Was eating his sushi the first 5 or 10 minutes and hopped in, and now we have a player who left the table, and he's headed to the table to play in he'll be on our last 20 or 25 minutes of the live stream. King of spades on the turn. Notice that the Jack-8 is in the lead. Can't think that he's too good, but Bruno will continue the story. And looks like he's going to make it maybe 60. Let's see what it is. Quick fold. Bruno's going to take down another one. And he's going to reach into his pocket, throw a little dollar chip to the dealer. Those great chips are tip chips. They're $1. That's how the dealers get paid. For tipped, not paid. And if you can tip them in either special tip chips or in cash. You can't tip from actual game chips that you use to bet with. They are specially designed so money is not taken off the table. Yeah, Squiggy, these guys, everybody wears a mask. Look, we do realize there's a pandemic out there. We require everybody to wear a mask. We do take the temperatures of every player that comes into the room. We do have hand sanitizers all around the room. We have cleaning crews that come in regularly to clean and disinfect the place. So we're doing our best. We do also realize that people want to go out and play some cards. So we're trying to be as safe as possible. But we don't diminish the fact that we realize we're in a pandemic. Actually, Austin, in the Austin area, knock on wood, has seen a tremendous drop in the amount of cases, and we actually dropped from stage 5 to stage 4 yesterday. So things are starting to look like they might be taking a turn. People are getting vaccinated, less cases, and hopefully normalcy will be in our not too distant future, maybe a few months down the road. Yes, we do have multi-cameras. We've spent a lot talking to our executive producer, Dave Klaproth, earlier tonight. We do have 4K cameras. Although we don't stream in 4K. The cameras allow us to have tremendous visibility. And we have multiple cameras. I think we have 6 cameras total. All in from Chi-Town Cat. Quick call from Bruno with a pair of deuces. Chi-Town Cat with top pair. And Bruno is calling him with the 9 deuce. So we'll go basically one out for Bruno. He's looking for, now he's got a few more outs, 4 outs now. There's the queen. Chi-Town Cat is going to pick up the pot, and he's going to take down $286. Kristen Stein, when are we going to do a ladies' night stream? I love that idea. You know who puts together the stream tables, and that is Mike the Skull Reisman. And I know that you know him quite well. He is the person to talk to. I think a ladies' night live stream would be amazing. I also like, this is something I want to run by the people. We used to do a tournament here, tag team tournament, where 2 players played, and at a certain time we would play music, and that would mean no matter where we were in the hand, the players would have to tap out and come in and play the hand for the other player. So that's an idea too. We got a lot of things. What we want to do is we want to do things that no one else is doing. We've got some great ideas that might happen for our big tournament at the end of this month that we're talking about, but we want to do things that others are not. Anybody can, a lot of people are putting on these live stream poker, but the cameras, we have far superior cameras than we believe any other local poker room, or certainly anybody doing these streams. We believe our commentators are decent and meet quality expectations, and the lighting is great. You notice our lighting, you can see everything. Some of these streams are very dark and it's very tough to see, but look at that quality, the picture quality. Ace Jack 3, 2 hearts, set of 3s for Josiah Esquire. Nakia says she's in for a ladies' night live stream. I'd love that. Let's make it happen. We'll get with Mikey, Skull Mike. We'll get Rosa to play. I know she loves playing poker, always with a smile on her face. Looks like we're going to have a raise from Josiah Esquire. He's going to say, I'm here. Haven't played very many hands, but I'm here, folks. Omar's going to fold his wheel draw back over to Brad with Big Slick. He's got to love his hand. Top pair, top kicker. Don't know what he's really thinking here. He's gonna raise it up, and he's gonna make it 230. Josiah Esquire with the set of 3s is loving that re-raise. He's gonna go all in, and now Brad had this decision. He's only got maybe 250 behind. Josiah Esquire all in for about 600. I don't see him going away from this. I mean, if he liked it enough to raise, he's thinking through it. He says, I got top pair, top kicker. I'm hoping you're on a flush draw, Josiah Esquire. Somebody just hit the camera. We're motioning. You're not seeing an earthquake. We don't have an earthquake. Somebody must have hit their head on the camera as we're shuffling back and forth until it subsides. Josiah thinking about Vegas and the Mirage. Nick from Yuma in the house. Hey, we were going to call a search party out for you, Nick Papa Giorgio. People were wondering where you were. He makes the call. Brad's going to see the horrible news. He's up against the set of 3s. All in call. Brad, here's the bad news. What would you have done, folks? Obviously, we can see cards, so it's a little different. But with top pair, top kicker, you got Big Slick and an ace hits on the flop. You got to like where you're at. And Josiah Esquire has been very patient tonight. Why aren't the other tables televised? You mean in the lodge? Because we have equipment for one table. Because this is RFID tables, radio frequency. So we only have one of those tables where we can actually see what the cards are. So here comes the flop. Needs some help here. There's a deuce. That's going to do it. And Josiah Esquire will felt Brad, and I believe that's going to be the chair that Mikey the Skull will go into. Brad gave it a good shot. Unfortunately, it was a wicked flop for him. He gives his tip chips to the dealer, which is nice. Very nice thing to do, Brad. Thanks for playing. You got your phone on your chair. There you go. Yeah, I mean, John, flatting is better than 3-betting, but he's getting stacked on any non-heart turn anyway. I agree totally. I mean, you got big slick and you hit an ace on the flop. I mean, that's really, that's why you play big slick, is to hit an ace or a king on the flop where you have top pair, top kicker. Either way, one comes or the other comes. So that's kind of what you're hoping for. It's hard to see sets on any flop. Anybody can have a set, obviously. But so it's hard to play. I think the money was going in there regardless, like you say, John. Squeaky said, Brad reminds me of myself. I remember when I ran out of a card room. Some nights I did that the other night. I was one-outed and felt bad and didn't say anything, didn't berate anybody. I just got up pretty quick, almost quicker than Brad did, because I was just upset. Not at any player, just at the circumstance, and I just wanted to get up and leave and got up and left pretty quick. So I get it.
Yeah, I was having a good session last night. You got me on the turn, again, another guy got me.
I didn't know that Omar would have made a straight, but it's hard for him to call there. Don't know what he had. It must have been a small straight draw, but you're not going to call that kind of money on a gut shot or even an open-ended straight. Omar makes it 50. Josiah Esquire with some new chips in his possession. We'll call ace 7-9, 2 diamonds. Omar will continue the story. He'll down bet $25. Yep, massage at the table. We've got some great massage girls. And there, look who's sitting in seat 2 in the hoodie. Folks, if you ever wanted to know what Mike the Skull Reisman looked like, he's not wearing a mask. He's about to realize he doesn't have his mask on. Deuce of clubs. He still doesn't know he doesn't have his mask on. He's about to realize that. Still doesn't know. Here's the river. The river is the 8 of hearts. Somebody and a straight for Josiah Esquire, who's now all of a sudden heating up after all this patience. He hits his gut shot straight. There, he just found out he needs his mask. Mike the Skull. We're going to get to see some action, folks. Jake Stein says, please leave the booth and make an announcement on the mic that there's a $250 bounty on Skull Mike if he's felt it tonight. Wow. Mike in the house. Yes, he is. He's out of the booth. Couldn't take it any longer. He looked at me and said, you mind if I go play? I said, what am I, your dad? Go play cards, young man. Sorry, Steve Reisman. But I don't care if you go play. I'm not your boss. Josiah Esquire all of a sudden vaulted up. 812 win on the night. Bruno losing the most at 318. Kyle right behind at 305. Nobody getting really touched up too much. Brad did lose. We don't see his stats up there because he left the table. But Mikey, you see the $500 placard. He is bought in for $500. The maximum you can buy in. Veronica Murphy says Chips is the man. Yeah, I kind of like Chips by the pound. Love the shirt. Wherever he got that shirt, I'm going to order one. I mean, look at the bling he has on the collar, on the back, on the sleeves. He's got a hat that's looking blingy. I mean, just the gold is just dripping off Chips by the pound. $20. Bet by Kyle with ace-4 suited. A lot of people are Chips fans on this live stream. Heck, I'm a Chips fan. Mojo getting the massage. I believe it's $1.50 a minute, maybe $2 a minute. Massage girls do a great job. If you want to come to the lodge, it's one of the things we offer, or you're able to get while you're sitting at the table. $250 bounty on Mike the Skull, Jake says. Man, may be worth it for me to get out there and just bring the cord. Is the cord long enough for me to have my headset at the table? One night you'll see me out there. Chi-Town Cat makes it 105 with his Queen Jack offsuit. I don't see that though. I'm sorry, Jack made it 125. So it's for Chi-Town Cat, it's 105 to call.
Yeah, me too. It takes forever.
I just have sentimental value with this hand. I'm all in.
All in from the Chi-Town Cat with Queen Jack offsuit. Over to Chips by the pound with 10-7 suited. He's going to say, nah, I'll see another day. Quick call from Jack with ace Jack. He's got him dominated. Chi-Town Cat is dominated in this spot. Both players with a Jack, but Jack has the ace. Chi-Town Cat loves playing Queen Jack. We saw 2 weeks ago he went all in with Queen Jack suited against aces and managed to turn straight and win a huge pot that's still talked about today. Damon will put the chips in play, all in and call. Will go straight to the flop. Flop comes 5 king queen. There is a queen. Chi-Town Cat strikes lightning in a bottle. 4 on the turn. There is a heart, so there's a heart draw now. The 3 of diamonds. And Chi-Town Cat doubles up through Jack. Standing up.
Only reason why I did it.
Only reason I didn't call is because he was sitting behind me.
Nick from Yuma, get a Texas Commentators live stream going. That would be fun. We got friends at the other live streams. I know I've watched Mike's show over at TCH, and he's come into our show. We had some guys from Rounders out in San Antonio. They've been on in our live chat before. We're all friends, you know. Look, at the end of the day, I want all poker shows to do as good as possible because a rising tide lifts all ships. It just means more awareness. I don't think there's an overabundance of poker shows where people are saying, oh, there's too many of them, so we're not at that point, so we might as well be friends with everybody and wish everybody the best luck and just hope that we're putting out a product that competes. And if we do ever go head-to-head with anybody, that maybe we get our fair share of people viewing us. That's all we can do. Jack 8 offsuit will throw in the muck. I want to see Mikey play a hand here. Chi-Town Cat, 9-6. Offsuit. Over to Bruno. 9-7 suited. He may raise here. He's to thin the crowd a little bit. He does. In late position. I believe he made it 25. Quick call from Chips by the Pound. Over to Jack with ace-7. The skull looks down at 10-7. Come on, Knit. 10-7 suited. Get in there, baby. Oh, yeah. Massage. There's some players who get hour-long or more massages, so this is not unusual for players to get the massage, and it's G-rated, folks. Professional. They are licensed therapists. So we'll go to the flop. Flop comes ace, deuce, deuce. Rainbow. Chips by the Pound smashes that flop again. Seems to always hit an ace when he needs one. Over to Bruno. Bruno, who started the betting. Is he going to continue to tell the story here? Now it's on Bruno after Chi-Town Cat checked. And look at Chips by the Pound is just hoping somebody bets. Bruno continues his story. He's going to make it 60. Over to Chips by the Pound. He's not going anywhere with his ace with a decent kicker. Kristen's time, my hand hurts just watching the massage girl. They're here for hours doing that. So yeah, you got to imagine they've got pretty strong hands. They get used to that. Omar. Chi-Town Cat folds. We're going to go to the flop. Ooh, there's the 5. Omar hits the wheel. Wow. This could be a big hand. There's no way Chips by the Pound can see the 3-4. Omar checks his wheel over to Bruno. Bruno now with a flush draw. He picked up some decent equity on that turn. He's going to go all in. And now, this is interesting. Omar's loving that. But Chips by the Pound saying, hey, I got 2 pair, aces and deuces. He calls. And here comes Omar with the wheel right now. He says he calls. He's all in. This is a huge pot. Bruno looking for a spade. Omar already with the wheel. And Chips by the Pound needs an ace or a deuce. Wow, huge pot. The biggest pot of the night. Omar with the wheel. Over $2,000. Damon getting it all straight. We've got a side pot. Bruno looking for a spade. That's not the ace of spades. Omar just wants to hold. And Chip's looking for one of the two remaining aces or the two remaining deuces. And Chi-Town Cat, who's not in the hand, is the one going crazy. Look at this pot, folks. The Lodge Poker Club in beautiful Round Rock, Texas. Now for the side pot. Who's going to win? Type 1 if it's Omar, type 2 if it's Bruno, type 3 if it's Chips by the Pound. Let me know. And don't wait till the hand is dealt. Wow. Lots of action. Lots of action. Shows the wheel. Omar in the lead right now. In the leader in the clubhouse. There's a flush draw. And now there's two pair. Let's see what the river brings. Damon will give us that river. It's a deuce. Oh my goodness. Lightning in a bottle. Chips by the Pound comes from way behind. He was way behind. My goodness. Chips by the Pound is a living legend here at the Lodge. He was in such trouble. And the deuce from space. Oh my goodness, I'm in shock. Can we see a smile under that? What do y'all think in the live stream, in the live chat? You gotta love that. A huge pot, the pot of the century for this game. Let's see how much he tips him. He just says, take all of them. Please take all of them. And wants to give him even more and sells him some chips and gives him some more money. Wow. Wow. Come on, folks. Catches the deuce. Omar had the wheel. Even Bruno had a great draw. He was 20%. He was looking for a spade. I mean, he had 4 outs. He had 2 deuces and two aces. You do the math. It wasn't a lot of outs for the Chips by the Pound. Wow. Oh, my goodness. 4-outer. I mean, it was a 4-outer. And at least, at the best, it was a 4-outer. We don't know because some of the aces and deuces might have already been thrown in the muck that we don't know of. But at the best, it was a 4-outer. He needed an ace or a deuce and got it. Oh, my goodness. Look at all those chips for Chips by the Pound. I've got to go shake his hand after this live stream. I want to shake his hand for that hand and also get a business card. I want to order 3 of those shirts that he's got on. And Bruno's laughing about it. Chi-Town, I mean, the Chips by the Pound, it's hard to see. I hope he's smiling under the sunglasses, under the hat, under the mask. I hope he's smiling. Oh, and he picks up ace-queen again. Jack with 7 deuce offsuit is going to raise it up. Skull Mike trying to find a hand he could play. Jack 5 offsuit isn't going to play just for the fun of it. Skull Mike is all real business out there. Don't know him, but Chips better take care of the wifey after that. I agree, Kristen. Hand like that. He's still stacking chips. He's just throwing them in just to get him away from to help him stack. Somebody give him a color up on table 11. Omar buying more chips. Here comes the flop. King Jack 4, rainbow. Jack for Kyle. Straight draw. straight draw for chips by the pound. And the 7-deuce offsuit saw it work earlier for somebody. But Jack, this is a zig when you're supposed to be zagging. Somebody tell Tasha. That's what Zola's saying. Somebody tell Tasha. I guess Tasha's related to chips by the pound. Tasha deserves a nice shopping spree tomorrow at the Domain. Let's make it happen, chips by the pound. Make it happen, baby. And the deuce 7 is going to win another pot. The deuce 7 bluff gets the jacks to leave. That was fun. I know that's going to be on a highlight reel some way. Our executive producer, Dave Klaproth, is going to carve that up and put that out on YouTube as one of our highlights that we do. Skull Mike hasn't played a hand. I thought he was action. Are you saying Skull Mike should be Knit Mike? The new name? $20 raise from Omar. Omar, who turned the wheel, thought he was golden until the deuce came out on that huge hand. Wow, I thought he was going to take it down with his wheel. Hard to see those wheels. $20 is called by Bruno with 6-5 suited. Jack looking down at deuce 3 suited, and Skull Mike throws his 9-4. He's just not getting any hands. Oh, yeah, Carlo, that was the hand of the night. So tell us, Zola, where is Chips by the Pound from? Did he grow up here in Austin? Tell us about him. It seems like you're family of his. Looks like a raise from Josiah Esquire. 4 bets to 96. Over to Omar with pocket 6s. Skull is jet lagged. His dad comes to the rescue. Nakia says Skull is saving himself some money. Yep, that's true. Smart player, regardless of the stakes he plays the same way. He's not just going to splash around for our benefit, but sure like to see him do that. For the sake of the stream, Mikey, play a hand. $100 call from Bruno. Jack is going to come along. He just picked up a hand, and now he has deuce 3. 96, there's a lot of, almost 400 in the pot. $393, 4 players go to the flop. Flop comes queen, queen, 6, and Omar flops a boat. Good for Omar, but Josiah Esquire flops trips. We could be seeing some serious problems here on this one. Chips is from Houston. Chips by the Pound is from Houston. All right. Just missed the hand of the night. Over $2,000 pot in this game. Chips by the Pound took it down when the deuce came down on a 4-outer on the river. Jackson from Georgetown checks in. Looks like the boat is going to get called by the trips. There's the ace. Omar with the boat, and it's going to be Josiah Esquire first to act with his trips. Ooh, he's going to go all in. Quick call from Omar. Omar's going to show him the boat. Still some outs, 6 outs for Josiah Esquire. Are they going to do this again to Omar, who has the nuts on the turn? the deuce of clubs, and Omar's going to win and double up real quick. He's only wishing he bought in for more. The full amount, he would have bought in for 500 instead of what looks to be about, I think he bought in for 300. But he's going to double up nonetheless, more than double up, and get some of his money back. Houston in the house. No offense to anybody from Houston. My least favorite Texas city. It's just nothing. It's just one strip center after another strip center after another strip center. Just my opinion, folks. I know people love Houston. Just of all the Texas cities, it ranks way down there. Sorry, just my opinion. Looks like we got a little straddle maybe. Omar trying to kick the game up. We're coming down to the final few minutes. 10:57 Austin time.
You say 29 minutes for the live stream?
Chips by the pound calls. Jack with his king 6 offsuit will fold. Come on, Mikey, wake up with something. He does. He wakes up with Jack 10. Looks like he's just going to call. Hey, no, he raises to 25. Quick fold by Mojo, as does Omar. Over to chips by the pound with ace-5 offsuit. Mikey, where's your little soundboard? We need warning, warning, warning. Ooh, something for everyone. Ace 10-9. Both players hit a pair. Chips by the pound hits top pair. Mikey continues his story. Makes it 35. Mikey the Skull, my normal commentating partner, sitting in seat 2. Chips by the pound isn't going anywhere with his aces. There's the king of hearts. That may slow everything down, as now the hearts are out there. Straight draw now for Skull, in addition to his pair of 10s. He's got 7 outs. Queen 10, Jack. And he's going to win if one of those cards hits. He's going to continue telling the story now. He raises, makes it 55. Don't think chips by the pound is going anywhere, especially with all those chips. Somebody colored that man up. Get rid of some of those red chips. Seven outs for Skull. He doesn't know that, obviously. And if he gets the winning hand to fold, Skull Mike. That's how you do it, folks. You leave the booth and go earn some cash. You better give me some of that money. There's Skull Mike. On to the next hand. Rick Epstein here on Poker Night at the Lodge. Our next live stream is Saturday night, 8 p.m. 5-5 uncapped. Last Saturday night was wild. $13,000 pot when King 7 ran into a set of 10s. King 7 2 pair. Flop was King 7 10. $13,000 later. That was probably our biggest hand of the night.
Somebody come in and help me out. Help me out, man. Don't put me in this going out of position over here, man. Help me out.
Looks like we've got a 3-bet by Chips by the Pound with ace-jack. Seems like he always has an ace to start. He's got an ace-jack suited. Chi-Town Cat with all those chips right near the hard betting line is deciding what to do.
25 total? 50 total.
Chi-Town Cat makes the call. Here comes the flop. 10-7 deuce, 2 hearts. Chi-Town Cat hits his top pair. $100 by Chips by the Pound. Chi-Town Cat with top pair. Hit the 10. He doesn't know if he wants to get involved with Chips by the Pound. Chi-Town Cat thinking about it. No movement from Chips by the Pound, just a black chip out in the middle of nowhere. He's going to go all in. That's going to be a good move for Chi-Town Cat. And he loves that he wasn't snap called. He loves that. And Chips by the Pound says, I'll live for another day. And Chi-Town Cat shows his jack. Won't show the other card. Throws Damon some chips, and we're on to the next hand. Just past 11 o'clock in Central Time. Rick Epstein all alone. We had Skull Mike in the booth. Skull Mike saw a player left in seat 2 and said, Ricky, can I go play? I said, sure, go play. So now he's sitting in seat 2. That's my normal partner, who's really supposed to be the expert. You missed I thought was a decent joke today. We had the joke of the night. Some people didn't like it. Mikey, what are you doing back in the booth? Oh, my goodness. Did you get stacked?
Licking my wounds, Rick.
Oh, my goodness. Folks, Mikey, Jakey Stein, $250. You owe somebody in the room. Mikey comes in. He's back in the booth. But we see you on TV.
Yeah, it's the magic of a delay here, and I only had about 25 minutes to make noise. Oh, this is a big pot too here, but yeah, buckle up for this one.
Oh my goodness! We saw the biggest one.
Which one?
The biggest one with Chips by the Pound taking 2K.
Oh yeah,
with the deuce on the river.
As soon as I got out of the booth, there just things popped off. There was action after action. Buckle up for this one, Rick. You better pay attention on this one here. So I got King Jack off. Doesn't really play great. Let's see here. I got juice up to 100 on the button. A lot of people call, and just my King Jack here is just dominated so many ways. So I was thinking about ripping it or just folding, and I ended up folding. I had a good price. King Jack off, so you can just get in so much trouble here multi-way. See, so many hands have me just dominated. So I would have been snapped off in multiple spots here. But
over to Jack. Yeah.
Let's see.
You're back in the booth. That doesn't mean that. Are we going to see this?
The lights are out. The stream is done. So I didn't want to leave you stranded for the final half hour. And this last half hour, there was plenty of action. You already saw that big pot for seat 9, and now this one is This one's a lot of action here, and I get such a good price to call, but I just know I'm crushed so many different ways. So I was either going to rip it or fold, and I ended up just folding my king jack here. I don't want to get myself into trouble, but boy, do I get myself into trouble later on.
Look at your what does your mask say there?
That is.
What does it say?
It's the Lodge Poker Club live stream mask.
Nice.
Come on.
You need those batteries. I
lights.
Can't barely see it.
I don't know. I might have screwed up with the lights, or I think I put them on low, or I don't know.
It took you about 5 minutes to realize you didn't have your mask.
Yeah, I went out there with no mask real quick. I'm a little tired. You know, I've had a long day. I didn't even really want to get in there, but the empty seat was open, so I had to fill it. And the boys welcomed me. They were happy to see me out there, and I provided some action.
449 in the skillet to the flop. Jack 10-6, 2 spades, an open-ended straight draw for Jack. And he's going to go all in for about 320, 296 it says. Nemo's in the house. Thanks for helping us out on the voiceover. Hope your session went well today, Nemo. He did very well. Over to Mojo with pocket queens. Actually to Kyle. Kyle with a set of sixes.
So if I would have flatted that king jack bet, I would have been put in such a sick spot here because, you know, I would have spiked my jack. Seat one's open-ended.
Oh, my goodness.
And then the button has the overpair, and he was driving the action pre. So this hand is spicy, and Mojo's going to rip this baby all in here.
And Kyle's just licking his chops as Omar will get out of the way. As Jack's all in, Kyle's all in, Mojo's all in.
I took a little peek there. I see the 8-9.
Everybody has a little something. I like to be in Kyle's shape. He's 70% to win with his set of sixes. Open-ended straight draw, a 7 or a queen. Queens are rather dead right now with Mojo having 2 of them. So about 6 outs at best for Jack, unless he hits runner flush draw.
What did I miss in this chat? Anything spicy? See, we kicked it up a little bit over north of 150.
Somebody wanted to call you, rename you Mike the Knit instead of Mike the Skull because you weren't playing anything.
My hands were garbage, and I ended up playing some hands here that were not very good trying to make a play, and I get punished here very shortly. So you're not going to be calling me Mike the Knit for long. I'm going to be Mike the Donk here soon, but providing the action for you folks at home. Look at this table. As soon as I got out, this table blew up.
Chi-Town Cat is just the most animated player we have.
The White Claws are heavy over there on table 11. The whole box is empty.
Dang.
So as we approach later on in the stream here, the boys are loosening it up here. We got a massage going on. You get a massage. You get the ladies. You get the queens. And then you know, those ladies, what do we say about those ladies? I've been gone from the booth. You haven't had access to the soundboard, right?
Side pot of about 100.
And those ladies, boy, oh boy, are those ladies.
Look at this pot. Ladies need
They need a lot of help here.
Need an 8, need a 7. Or a queen. The set is looking good right now. There's a jack. It's all over.
And again, if I'm in this pot, I would have spiked that jack too, and I would have been crushed.
A boat is going to win this hand.
Locks
Kyle. And I believe he's going to get, is he in for the side pot? I believe he is. He's going to get everything. Kyle waited a long time for a chance to win some chips. Very patient tonight. Finally strikes pay dirt. Look at all those red chips. My goodness. Over $1,500 coming his way. And Omar says, this was an expensive massage.
Very expensive there. But Omar's having a great time. Well, that's Mojo. Omar's in 6.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Mojo said this is...
everyone's having a great time out there.
Up 26 bucks for the skull, soon to be down heaps, and we'll be throwing the party here, so buckle up for that.
Yeah, we did get a good suggestion from Kristen Stein.
No, yeah, that ladies stream has been in the mix for a little while. I'm just trying to
put it together, Mikey.
It's probably going to be after the 200K. In all honesty, so we still got a couple weeks, but that's likely going to be on a Wednesday night here.
Yeah, do it on Wednesday. Rosa will play. Kristen will play.
Yeah, we got enough people already interested here, so that's definitely going to happen. So
get Cindy on the live stream.
Yeah, we can get Joan in there. We got a bunch of people that want to play. A bunch of ladies coming here at the lodge on a daily basis, and they're all welcome. If they want to play under the bright lights, table 11, they know where to reach me. So I was falling asleep a little bit, but this last action in a half hour has woken me up.
Yeah, this.
I got touched up a little bit. I think I got a little bit of a black eye. My nose might be bleeding a little bit here. Just so stay tuned.
This game is
in the
has
hole.
Just kind of took off in the stratosphere when that deuce hit on the river.
Oh, don't talk to me about any deuces. I don't want to hear about deuces. There's deuces galore. Apparently the deuces turns into the hot card here. Stay tuned.
Kyle still stacking chips. He says, I might have pulled out a win here. Mojo.
We got E in the chat, Nick from Yuma sighting, so now we're official in the chat. There we go.
Yeah, Jakey Stein put a $250 bounty to anybody who stacked you.
Oh God, he's gonna have to pay up.
And no one took the offer. He wanted me to go out there and make the announcement on the microphone.
I think I got, you'll see. I didn't get full scalped, but got left with just a couple pennies behind.
147 in the live stream after 11. We're giving you bonus coverage. A little overtime on Poker Night at the Lodge. Queen 5-4. 2 clubs. The Queen from Chi-Town Cat. He's going to play that pretty hard. Not much in the pot. Only 15 in the pot. He'll make it 8. Back over to Mojo. Mojo will call. Omar's going to say, let's kick it up a notch. Let's make it 25. And finally a color up for chips by the pound. Get some of those red chips off the table, my man.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. What, did he have anything on that hand when I had that jack? Did you see that one yet? Where I bet the flop?
Yeah, he had you beat. He had an ace.
Ooh, got him off.
He had ace 5. You got him off the hand.
Got him off it.
We commented on it that it was a nice play by the skull.
There we go. Just trying to make plays, but got a little bit too aggressive.
White Claw Warrior goes for another White Claw. Jack of Hearts. Chi-Town Cat with the Queen. We don't know what Mojo has. I think it has something to do with his metal warrior that he puts over his. Sometimes we don't see his cards. We tell people not to put the metal over the.
Interesting.
Over the reader, but sometimes they don't hear us. 25 is the bet. Over to Chi-Town Cat. Never know if he has cards or not because he puts his chips in the worst position possible for a poker player. Don't do that. If you're a poker player, don't do that.
A couple players at the table were commenting on that too when we were multi-way in a hand. They weren't sure if he had cards or not.
You really shouldn't do that.
Come on there, Cat. Gotta wake up a little bit.
Adam says you don't want to color up if you are measuring your chip stacks in terms of weight in pounds. Why, don't black chips weigh more than red chips? No, I'm kidding. You're right. If you're charging by the pound, you want as many chips as possible. 4 on the river. We think Chi-Town Cat wins. Don't know what Mojo has. As far as the cards we see, Chi-Town Cat will win.
I don't even remember who wins this pot here.
Jakey Stein says, gives you nothing but love. You need to get on the stream more often. I agree.
Well, there was a seat open, and I couldn't let that seat stay empty.
You were itching. Don't know what Still don't know what Mojo has. He's going to toss it in. And Chi-Town Cat, he's so interactive when he wins a hand. He wants to clap and high five.
He was getting so pumped up looking at his watch. We got 10 minutes left on the stream. 5 minutes left on the stream. Got to get it in. Got to get it in.
He's giving the people what they want. Chi-Town Cat is becoming a living legend here on the live stream.
I already told him we were in bonus time. The stream ends at 11. And then, he's like, oh, it's 11 now. I'm like, we're on a half-hour delay. Ricky's got to go overtime there in the booth.
I mean, Live at the Bike has their characters. And, Poker Night at the Lodge, we're starting to get our characters.
Don't build him up. Don't make him. He's going to start getting a big head there. You got to take it easy there, Rick.
Joe, on our Saturday live stream, Mr. Blue Man Group with his blue hands. He's a good star, and
characters emerge every week here.
Yeah. Bingo was on a few. Well, it seems like he hadn't been on in a while. We got to get Bingo back on.
Bingo's maybe he's got to have a little bit more bankroll management. Might be in poker hospital right now. We'll see.
Bingo and drawing a blank. Cindy's boyfriend.
Tien's in the room right now.
We need to get him on the live stream. He hasn't been on yet.
No, he's not.
And he likes to put chips in the pot, Mikey.
Straight draw, flush draw. Those are two. That's what you're hearing. You'll hear that every week if you're at the lodge. Straight draw, flush draw. Had to get it in.
Jack 8-3 Rainbow. Jack for Bruno. Not much else for anybody else. Bruno's he has been touched up tonight, but he's had a smile on his face.
He's got a couple beverages. He's putting on a show. He's having a good time. Everybody out there is either winning or losing with a smile. So it's a great bunch of guys here playing tonight. Table 11.
Yeah, I really like it.
Wednesday night 1-3 hybrid game. Like and subscribe if you haven't done so already, please. And Saturday night, we're going to be back with our 5-5 game. Still got a couple seats open. Been pretty busy this week, so I haven't got that game filled yet, but I'm sure that will be filled up by tomorrow. So if you're interested, shoot me an email, and I will decipher the lineup and get out another action-packed lineup for all the fans at home watching tonight.
Email should be at the bottom of the screen in the scroll. I want to thank our title sponsor, America's Card Room, as always. The Chi-Town Cat will fold, and Bruno's going to take down the pot. Remind everybody that the big tournament, first of all, we have the Art of Poker on the 20th, and then the big one, the $200,000 guarantee, coming up on the 25th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. 3-day ones, $500 buy-in, $75 club access fee.
We still got a couple more hands.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Thought we were.
Unless Dave wants to pull the plug a little early and save me some embarrassment here. Uh-oh.
All right.
We're gonna show it here. The skull can't even hide.
Looks like we got one more hand for you folks.
The skull can't hide from the embarrassment here.
Kyle will fold over to Mojo with ace-3, offsuit. He'll come along. Omar.
Michael B for the 5-5. Yeah, most people buying around 5K indeed. Some 3K, 4K, 5K. Some up to 10K, so it mixes up. If that's the John that was here last week, I'll reach out to you, John.
Jack
it's
with pocket deuces.
3-hour stream on Saturday.
Skull Mike with Jack 7.
Uh-oh. Speaking of deuces, yes.
Was that a straddle? That was a straddle.
Yeah, I straddled it up to 15. Just trying to get some action going here, and there's multi-way here. This is the final hand of the night.
Jack, King, 8, Rainbow. You hit a jack.
Yeah, but I checks around here, which is in reality a mistake by myself here because the turn's going to bring trouble.
Chi-Town Cat with...
Self-destruct sequence activated. Self-destruct sequence activated.
We got all sorts of...
Here we go.
Chi-Town Cat loves the camera time. Here comes the turn. There's the deuce. Jack hits the set.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Mikey.
He's going to make it 20.
Leads out here.
And you're thinking that deuce could not have helped him, but it did.
I really do cover my cards there. Mojo was almost acting out of turn, and I can barely see my cards now, too. So that's my bad.
There's the raise from Skull Mike. Here you go, folks. You're going to see destruction in front of you. Betting into a set. Even Skull Mike does it.
Yeah.
Give yourself a break.
Not good. It gets worse. It gets worse from here, Ricky.
Uh-oh. And Chi-Town Cat, you never fold a hand without giving the Gettysburg Address. And now Jack is saying, Skull Mike, I love you as a commentator. I love you betting into me.
Yeah.
What is your mask saying now? Oops.
It says, oh boy, here. So the grand finale here, we get re-raised.
Uh-oh.
And I'm still elect to go nowhere. And
is it? Don't tell me Jack's coming on the river.
Oh, you just wait for it, Rick. Wait for it, Rick.
If a Jack comes on the river,
wait for it.
Mikey getting raised. Doesn't like to be put in this position.
You've got to be kidding.
We've got all sorts of sounds tonight. People are loving that.
Here we go.
He calls.
No, Ricky.
Oh, you go all in.
We rip it.
Oh, you went all in.
And we're drawing dead, so the hand is over. So, Mikey, punt of the night here, last hand, yours truly.
The Lou Groza Award.
Uh-oh.
The Lou Groza Punting Award goes to Mike the Skull Reisman.
There we go.
Everybody, this can happen. We've all been there, but Mikey shows us. He jumped out, tried to give us some action, and look at that face. Look at that face.
Not too pleased when I see I was drawing dead.
Oh,
knew I was in trouble, but
this commentator is a potato. What do you mean? Do tell Craw for law.
You can commentator as a donkey would be more appropriate. Can't win every time there, especially when you're trying to rush a half-hour session there, but I didn't really put him on much of a hand, honestly. Completely wrong on the read there. Obviously, it's hard to put him on trip deuces. But I punt off a stack there. That's the final hand of the night. I got a couple of my winnings back there after there, so I'm not that far in the hole here. But
look at chips by the pound. He's the big winner tonight as we close it up. 1.7K. Kyle, next big winner, 1.5. Oh, these are the chip counts. I'm sorry. We'll go to this is just the chip counts. We'll see who's winning now here. Cumulative winnings. Chip by the pound, $1,200. Kyle wins $637. Josiah Esquire, $509. Chi-Town Cat in the win column, $342. Bruno losing $682. And Mike the Skull in less than an orbit loses $474. I'm just kidding. Hey, Mike, it was great to have you come all the way back from Florida. For Mike Reisman, this is Rick Epstein. We'll see everybody Saturday night on Poker Night at the Lodge.